Hello, everybody. It's not going to be the longest live stream show of all time. We did that on the last one. But we will be doing a bit of a live stream because I had a decent night at work and was not feeling great all day. But I'm like, fuck it. Why not bring them all to live stream there and say hello for a little bit before I go to bed? I know often on these live streams that are kind of out of schedule that aren't necessarily normally when we do them, most people are like, oh, I didn't know that it was going to happen. It was like, well, I didn't know it was going to happen until I was driving home in the Cadillac listening to hip hop I did prayers. And I'm like, well, maybe I'll do a bit of a live stream real quick for everybody. How's it going, Mostly Weed? What's up, baby cakes? How you doing, my brother? What's up, Grass in class? How you doing? Sounds like my high school education. What's up, Zeb Zeppelin? How you doing, baby? What's up, Warren Bellavella? Good evening to you as well, sir. Oh, snap. Yo, what's up, Alex Riojas? Hell yeah, mostly weed. I do, indeedy do. That's all right, Zeb Zeppelin. Don't worry. It ain't a competition. Everybody here, we having a good time. You know what I'm saying? How's everybody doing? What's up, Jay Kelly Buzz UK? How you doing, baby? Won't be the longest live stream show in the history of Pot Squatch Growers, but we're definitely going to do some stuff for you. Ah, fuck. All my liners. Oh, no, there's two there. There we go. Oh, I'm doing well, Jay Kelly, but it's an all right night at work. Kind of tired. I mean, I won't lie to you. I was having a bit of a day. You know, you have days where like you're feeling less positive about things, and so it's a bit of a harder day, to be honest with you. But, you know, I went to work and I was driving home in the Cadillac, listening to hip hop I did press. But I was like, hell, why not? Let's do a live stream. Won't be a long one. It'll be an impromptu one, but why not? Back at you, said Zeppelin. I'm smoking some blueberry kush right now at the moment. Well, that's the thing, Alex Riojas. It wasn't like a funky mood in that I was in a bad mood per se. Just struggling with, you know, the fact that I'm always broke, no matter how hard I work. And I mean, things are on the up and up. I mean, in terms of my acting career and film career. And once we get the online store going for everybody, you know, that'll bring some income in as well. Not to mention launching the grow lights when we do that. Like, I mean, I'm on the up and up on the verge of being in a different sort of physical reality than I usually am. But, you know, it's just stress about that and kind of most days I wake up feeling ready to take on the world and kind of like, you know, the fearless pot squash, ready to lead, ready to fight, ready to go, you know. And some days I have a little bit of days where a little bit harder, you know. But I wasn't feeling too bad. I'm driving home in the Cadillac listening to hip hop. Like, well, fuck it. Fuck yeah, grass in class. That's what I grew on the last run. We're running the Shishkaberry now as one of the strains we're running, and that's half blueberry indica from DJ Short, and then half an unknown Afghani lamb race. Oh, no worries, Jay Kelly, bud. I'm just a little obsessed with Cadillacs. It's kind of my thing. Nothing wrong with that, Zeb Zeppelin. I'm working on it. Mob Jonesy 09. Does she need some CalMag? Not this second. She'll have some soon, though. She gets fed the same as her sisters do, right? So, well, you know, Mob Jonesy, calcium and magnesium are very important secondary supplements, or minerals, I should say. And another one is sulfate of sulfur. You know, that one's the important. So that's why if you use an Epsom salt, it's good because it's magnesium sulfate, so you get both those requirements. What's up, Ganja baby? How you doing? What's up, Ganja? Now to your own mama. Alex Rio Haas. What kind of Cadillac does he drive? I'm assuming it's. Oh, you said he, so I'm not assuming wrong. I don't pH, Mob Jonesy. I don't pH. Not on my personal grows. On the large scale shit, you have to when doing a huge thing. But I don't pH my shit. I know what my water is. It's good. Um, and for the most part, yeah. I mean, I kind of counteract the pH requirements by doing other things. I know a lot of people cringe at that. But the whole concept of ppm and pHing all the time and like doing it anal retentively, rather new age concept. For large scale commercial cultivation, I do it. But for my personal grows and shit like that, I don't really often pH. No real need to. Optimum pH, Mob Jonesy, is usually about a 6 to a 6.5, if that helps. Ah, not a big fan of Escalades or any of their US SUVs. I like the old Cadillacs, and in terms of the new Cadillac, my favorite Cadillac for the newer Cadillacs is a 2007 CTS. I drive a 2007 CTS. I'm actually, when I can afford it, once companies and stuff take off, and I'm living in kind of a slightly different reality where I land a big movie or TV gig. I've kind of got this dream Cadillac. 'Cause when I first moved out here, the car we were driving died, and I was like, well, fuck it, I'm gonna buy my first Cadillac. Everyone's like, you move out in the bush and buy a Cadillac, and I was like, well, you may be right that it might be stupid for a lot of it, other than driving on the highway. So I'm gonna build a Cadillac that can handle the bush. I'm gonna buy another 2007 CTS with the biggest engine with all-wheel drive. I'm gonna lift it up on 48, rip out the transmission, put a lift kit in it, put a smash bar on it, and it's gonna be a bush Cadillac. It's gonna be pimp. I am wearing pants and shoes right now and a bandana. I'm wearing pants. I'm not lying. I am in fact wearing pants. I'm not just sitting here with my dick out lying to all of you. It's okay. Rad Tom 83. I also love PBR. It's an easygoing, nondescript thing that's not really a special, but it's a great day go to and working beer. Um, Sadly, PBR Canada has never gotten back to us in terms of sponsoring our channel, which is kind of stupid. Which is funny because PBR America did. They said though that since we are a channel lying in Canada, that we have to deal with a Canadian PBR, which is run, I believe, through Sleeman, and never got back to us. The Americans did. Canadians did. Well, fuck them. They're gonna keep growing, and then eventually they'll have to. Oh, grass in class though. It's like, yo, let's see if I can show you my Cadillac. Actually, if I turn the outside light on in my driveway, I can at least show you the front end of it. But this thing's gonna look pimp. Because most of my Cadillacs, this one's silver, but again, haven't had the money to repaint it yet. One second. That's that light. That's that light. Where's the outdoor light? Is it on? Should be on. Unless I've got a bunch of bulbs out. I don't know. I think the bulbs by the Cadillac are actually out. Come to think of it. I remember noticing that the other day. 50 here, though. That's part of it right there. That's the CTS right there. But I'm gonna buy the same exact CTS. Like I said, left it on 48s, put a giant crash bar on it, and paint it flat black. Bush Cadillac. Eventually, I would want to put hempy steel plates in the doors and all over it so it's bulletproof, and that'd be pretty pimp too. Bug out caddy. I mean, I do have a natural swagger from the fact that I got shanked in the hip at 21 in Mexico, and then when they cut my groin apart for cancer, well, that didn't help. And then snapping the crap out of parts of my ankle on a scooter accident when I was in my mid 20s, well, that didn't help either. So I do have a bit of a natural lurch to my step. Some days are good, some days are bad. But I don't quite need the pimp stick yet. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not gonna rock a pimp stick until I really need it. And then maybe I will. Nice, mostly weed. What I really want to do myself is I've always really enjoyed the concept of flat black and the new age availabilities of it because it's like it absorbs light, it doesn't reflect. So it's like I could sneak up on your ass if I need to. I like that. Oh, I feel you mostly weed. Well, I showed the caddy as much as you're gonna get to see tonight anyway. But and then my first project car, which I may or may not have acquired. I mean, we're pretty sure we got it, but it's a 1962 Fleetwood four door. I'm gonna rip out the transmission on that, put a 500 in it. Put the biggest 500 they ever made. I believe it was an 8.2 liter 500 4-pin bottom. And if I can get my hands on one of those old engines, I'm gonna put that in there and fucking crank the bitch out in every way possible. The only thing I won't be passing is the gas station. I'm not gonna build that one to drive to Vancouver, for example, or do any like real day driving for business. It'll just be for strictly being stupid. Oh, Jay Caddy, I can only show you the front end because that's all that's available right now. This is a 2007 CTS. You can't really see much of her there. I like the CTS. Don't like the ATS. The ATS. I mean, they're starting to lose the allure of a Cadillac. Cadillacs are meant to be big. They're meant to have a fucking. She's meant to have a big ass on her. You know what I'm saying? She's meant to fucking have sharp or rounded parts, but look badass and gangster and shit. And that's a fucking Cadillac, man. It's called Pimp Wagon. And the new ATSs and all that crap, I mean, they're just getting smaller and they're making them sleeker, making them look like fucking shit that ain't a Cadillac. It's like you took a Cadillac's face and put it on a different body. Don't make sense. And I don't like it. But I love the 2007 in terms of the new age Cadillacs. Well, I feel you mostly weed. Well, for my company stuff, we're going to be launching do-it-yourself kits. Um, there is a definite possibility that I'll offer pre-assembled ones too. Like, what could be cool actually? I think for our grow lights for my company would be, I mean, if you want me to put it together, I don't know how long. If they got popular and we sold a lot of them, I probably couldn't offer that all the time. It'd be like more of a VIP like request thing. But I will personally put the bitch together and test it for you. I know, mostly weed. It's a pain in the ass. Oh, nothing wrong with that, retarded green thumb. I just, ever since I was a little kid, loved Cadillacs. My Uncle Dave had a bunch of Cadillacs when I was a kid. And it's just something, I don't know if it's like I'm an old soul. I've lived a lot of lives, I believe, on this planet. You know, I don't know. I think I owned a lot of Cadillacs over those lifetimes. Because just ever since I was a kid, something about Cadillacs. Beautiful. Love it. Yes, you're expensive to maintain. Not expensive to acquire, but fuck, try working on you. You want to keep Cadillac parts and that shit, do it right? Well, it's a fucking expensive habit, but that's okay. And they're also one of the hardest engines, especially to work on. This 2007 CTS engine, what a bitch to put back together, but it's okay. Me and my friend Jess, we figured it out. Nice, Magic Mike. You should send me a picture. I'm definitely curious. Question: if you use Miracle Grow and Bloom NPK in low doses and not had any deficiencies, is that okay? Rad Tom 83. I mean, obviously, if you're seeing nothing negative in terms of your weed plants, then you're good. I will say that a lot of us out there, and it's become a kind of a thing that a lot of people don't know why we react to Miracle Grow the way we do. And I'll admit, I cringe at the word Miracle Grow. But at the same time, let's be pragmatic and real here. My own personal superstitions or issues aside, Miracle Grow is now owned by a dink fuck. Also is as is General Hydroponics, and I was using General Hydroponics for many, many, many years. Was very happy. They were kind of the groundbreaking three-part system back in the hood days, and then everyone kind of emulated them and did their own version of it. Talk to any truthful production department manager of any nutrient company that makes a 3-in-1 or a three-part system. I mean, will admit that because it's just this honest to God truth. But they got bought out by Miracle Grow. Miracle Grow is associated with this like crazy asshole billionaire dickhead who's trying to take a hostile takeover of pond industry, and he's going to make it his bitch. And like you hear some of his interview, he's just a major fucking dick. So for me personally, I can't support such a fucking dick and a douchebag. So I'm gonna go other ways. That's why right now these days, those Pro Mix, to my understanding, they're not owned by anyone too negative that I know of. I'm using Green Planet. That's local. It's Canadian and it's dope. Um, and I've been very happy with my results in terms of the three-part Green Planet system. I finally made the switch from G&H because I had to, and Green Planet was the one I tried, and they have. I've been just as happy, if not happier, with their three-part system than G&H, and it's been pretty badass. You know what I'm saying? But so long story short, Rad Tom 83, you're not seeing any deficiencies. Well, that is good. But also too, you got to remember too, part of the reason why we use more complex systems, ones that we can trust and know, is that because there are times where you can like kind of quote unquote carb load your weed to the plant, right? And just to maximize both potency, terpenes profile, smacking the big sexy weed teddy. I will say that you don't need to go crazy in the force feed, right? Because just because you force feed a chicken and make it bigger, it doesn't mean you're making a better tasting chicken necessarily, right? So I'm about quantity and production, but my utmost number one is always going to be quality. Um, because through the journey for quality, one can get very good quantity. So therefore, hashtag boom. That's my methodology, philosophy, or approach to it, if that makes sense to you, my friend. Sorry, everybody. I'm just reading. Oh, retarded green throne Cadillacs. They're Cadillacs. I mean, they're very, very much a special thing. Oh, AJ Groves, thank you very much. I really appreciate that. I'm a big fan of you being part of the Pot Squatch Growers Army and being part of our community. AJ Groves. Have I ever considered a job in machining or something? Oh, well, no. I don't know. I think if it was a job fixing cars or machining, might take the fun out of it. I'd rather just get drunk at home. And right now, all projects kind of stand still, especially with incorporation. That was expensive to incorporate in Canada and pay lawyers to do that. And then it's more expensive to start the store and get all the products for everybody and get all that swag that I promised coming and then getting the grow lights going. So it's like, I'm not really working on much right now. I mean, there's certain work I definitely have to do with my Cadillac. Like, there's a lot of stuff I got to fix. Probably one of the most important things in the short term to do will be replacing the driver's side PVC system line that is ruptured. It maintains the negative pressure of the oil in your engine, kind of an important part. Yeah. Oh, thank you, Kanchanana, your mama. I love you, baby. One second, everybody. I'm just reading. The 90s jump right here, but it's pretty new mechanically. Replaced everything from the tires and words to the engine, including dry shafts, etc. Mostly weed. That sounds awesome and like a fun project. I wish it was there to have helped. That sounds like fun. What's up, Ben Wilshaw? How you doing? Ben Wilshaw. We've auto flowering cannabis is always the thing on this channel. Obviously, given the prevalency and the popularity, especially for a lot of new growers, they're a big thing now. So no, I don't grow autos. If someone asked me to grow one as like a small experiment for them personally, maybe I would, I guess. But I don't personally grow autos. I find the only auto flowering cannabis that would ever have its place in my true genetic collection, to be honest, would be a naturally land race occurring ruderalis, which is the third species of cannabis where we found the auto flowering gene that we've intermixed with everything else to create auto flowering cannabis. But for me, it's just like, for example, these new age ones that a lot of companies are building, like they're strong and they're dang. Like I'll give them that. I will give them that. There's fire autos out there that you can grow an auto and you can get fucked up, but they will never be stronger than their parent strains. It's just how it works. And also to the non-control of the photo period for an indoor grower, for me personally, I don't like that. I find it a novelty, auto flowering, to be honest with you, cannabis. At least when it comes to the marketed stabilized strains out there from companies. And that's not to say you shouldn't. It's a great learning tool, I think. It's very good for new growers, someone who's getting very comfortable with things, and fucking around that way. I'll also tell you though that I did not learn on autos. I learned on photo period cannabis when I was a kid. So, but yeah, those are my feelings on it. So, yeah, no, I don't. Um, a lot of my friends do. A lot of my students do. A lot of my fellow pot squatches do. And I understand them intimately. I can help you grow autos. Happy to do that. But if you want to know my personal 2 cents, that's where I am and how I feel, to be honest. What about you move away from Canna Nutrients? The company Canna? Never tried them. I think I'm aware of them though. Definitely think I've heard of them. Well, for what it's worth, Magic Mike, if it means something to you and all you, my fellow pot watches, if I can ever get any of this crap off the ground, no, because like a lot of people were offering to make pre-sales on the lights to try to help to make it come to fruition. Like we got a lot of offers about that, and I'll say one that was beautiful. Like I was so touched by that, really touched a lot. But I can't do it. It's important to me under my own 2 legs and steam to both develop and bring these lights to you, the market, my pot squatches, and the global indoor agriculturist. So even though it would probably make it vastly quicker, vastly easier to do, yeah, I can't do it. It's not necessarily my pride. It's just important to me that I build it on my own blood, sweat, and tears for all of you. I think it'll be beneficial to the substance and the energy of the company and the products that I create for you, if that makes sense. 1 second. You all right, baby?
Yes, the dogs are just being restless and stupid.
Yeah, they do that. 1 second, everybody. Reading here. At Green Thumb, not in a legal state. That's okay, Rat Tom. One day these will change. These things will change.
Just take hands with her. Go. On your mat. Betty?
Looking at Gia Green. There, apparently.
Betty.
Never tried them, but there's a lot of really good companies out there. Hi, honey. Go to your mom. Sorry, everybody. The puppy's late. Hi. She's a good girl. Little Black Betty. Like the rock song. Little oh Black Betty. Bam, bam. She's crazy one. She like runs like crazy. All right, so reading more things. 1 second. I love you, wife person.
I love your husband.
Okay, bye. Kisses. 1 sec, everybody. Reading shit. I'm growing some Royal Gorilla and Royal Jacks. Oh, I was doing well. 4th week of flower. Very nice pen wheel shot. Love to see some pictures. I love seeing my fellow, pot squatches growing the wheat titties. Jay Cali Bonds, you okay? Yeah, just look up the 2007 CTS. You'll understand what I'm talking about. Something like, yeah, laugh out loud. KK swag. I've just used all Kellogg's organic stuff from Home Depot. It's been surprisingly good and all organic. I'm assuming that means organic certified. Well, nice one, Byron Hayes. And I mean, at the end of the day, like, let's not like lie to ourselves here. Like, nutrient systems, there's good and there's bad. Okay, but what makes them good and bad? What the fuck's in them? What are they made out of them? What is it made out of? What did they put into this shit? Because basic nutrition is science. Okay, these are all naturally occurring, but can be synthetically made at times too, and work very well. And synthetic, like, often means like you just mixed your own thing, like, and used it. It doesn't really matter. It's not a big deal. It's not like there's some evil thing in it that's gonna go poison your ass. Sometimes there is, and that's why we research things. But I mean, in general premise, there's not. It's not gonna hurt you. And at the end of the day, we're just feeding NPK and secondaries and meeting the basic requirements for this family of plants with 3 species and many, subsect occurring strains within it and intermixing. It's complex in certain senses, but it's not fucking rocket science. We're not reinventing the wheel. We're playing with the wheel that already exists. That's Mother Nature and what the wheat titties want to eat, right? So, Just because you bought something somewhere, this or that, doesn't mean you're going to have good things. There's a lot of pretentious growers out there. There's a lot of pretentious information in our community as weed people that could be like, oh, fuck this and that, blah, blah, blah. And like, oh, you don't know what the fuck you're doing. It's like, okay, read the MPK, read what it is, what went into it, right? So educate yourselves enough that you're not going to be like hanging on some dickhead who's a pretentious, condescending little shit fuck of a grower talking to you. Learn what the different minerals do, the different quintessential elements of their feed that we're all putting together there, the secondaries, the mains. Um, Learn about beneficial microbial cultures in your soil. Like these are all things to start reading about. Because like one of the most important things I could ever tell you as a grower is fucking read. Sadly, today in this day and age, especially on the internet, there's a lot of misinformation and a lot of bullshit. So that's where education becomes even more important, is being able to fucking weave through the crap and go, holy shit, that's a great idea this person came up with and that makes sense. Or holy fuck, this person's full of shit and go fuck yourself. Right? But that's the whole point of it. You know what I mean? Like that's what being a grower is the forever student. Keep yourself open-minded, keep yourself learning. Never think you learned everything any goddamn day of the week, because that's the day you'll learn anything. I mean, lose everything, not learn anything, won't learn anything. That would have worked too. But you know what I'm trying to say? You know what I'm saying? One second, everybody. I'm reading again. Do you have a strain called Stardog in Canada? Yes, Stardog exists here in Magic Mike. I've never grown it. I believe I've smoked it once. Our feds in the USA backed off us, Mr. Squatch. They now let states do what they do. Small victory. Try to green thumb. It's all about steps in the right fucking direction, baby. Mob Jonesy 09. I'm assuming you're talking to not me, because I'm not from. Yeah, there we go. See, it was Jay Cannon. There we go. Ben Wilshaw, thumbs up and plant signs. Awesome. Magic Mike, like West Midlands. Ben Wilshaw, like I'm from Manchester. Ganjanana's up in London. Stoke-on-Trent. Yeah. West Midlands, never near. Left Atlanta near Burton or Kennick. Nottingham here, dude. Stoke-on-Trent. Yeah, man. Up the road. Nice to see some UK growers on here. I won't lie to you, Magic Mike. There's a huge UK part, both in England, Ireland, and Scotland. The whole British Isles are there. Like, I mean, in Wales, there's some Welsh here too, which is always nice because that's a big part of my own lineage. I'm Irish, Scottish, Welsh, German, and English. But I mean, the Welsh are some of the closest parts to me in terms of like most recent shit. The comments from Cosmist. They're all very, very short and tiny. It was a bit of a trip meeting them. His family over here is quite not that. It's built like brick shit houses, but not very big. Okay, reading again, everybody. Yeah, man. Nazis 30 minutes. I heard cheese is big in the UK. Byron Hayes is big in the UK, but it's also big all throughout Europe, man. Like, cheese is one of those special sativas. The true cheese, she's a stinky bitch. She got her own terpene profile that's unlike anything you ever seen. It's like the Kush family. You meet it, you're like, damn, let's fuck around. That sounds nice, Jay Cali Buds UK. There's one auto I know I want because I saw it by chance. What is it, Alex Riojas? Grass in class. I'm growing one auto, giving the other seed away. Laugh my ass off. Well, green in class, I feel you. Share the love. Cheese is done in the UK. Oh, people ain't in it anymore? That's all. That's too bad. Because you guys had some good cheese back in years gone by that's been over in your country. Pot Squatch, do you do SSTs? What's an SST? So evidently no, or I just don't understand what you're referencing. So if you could give me a further definition of what you're referencing, then I can tell you an answer. Hey Squatch, I found a must-watch vid on autos you must watch. Yeah, I'll check it out, man. Send me an email or something with a link. I'll watch it at some point in the next couple of days. Wedding Cake, Chomin OG, Stardog, Crystal Gelato, Trivia Gorilla, Amnesia Haze. If amnesia means amnesia, haze, and cheese, there's no, like the only two strains there that are like old school are amnesia, haze, and cheese. And like old school's my thing, man. I know the old school, man. Okay, I don't mean this to sound weird. Uh, Rad Tom 83. I don't actually know who Christoph Waltz was or is. I don't know if they're alive or dead. And I don't even know which sound that I made you think that. I would like to clear up a common misconception. I don't do impersonations. I haven't corrected anyone because it's like, okay, it was themed that way. Like a lot of times, I'm just making sounds and having fun with it, creating characters as an actor and a comedian. Because, like, when I'll be honest, when I was a kid, I was 6 foot tall by 10. I had chest hair at 9, full beard by 11. I didn't have a lot of friends. I was a little bit weird, you know what I mean? Like, people are like, who the fuck is that? I got kicked out of the McDonald's play place at 8, watching kids 3 years older than me not get kicked out. They thought I was some weird older kid, but really I was just a weird, freakish, potsquatch man-child thing. I was still a little boy inside. But, and I mean, obviously, yes. I mean, for example, Robin Williams, Eddie Murphy, George Carlin. I have listened to them and looked up to them a lot as comedians and very much enjoyed their works. So yes, I emulate some things that I'm conscious of, but like a lot of times, like people come up to me, typically through here most of the time these days, but they're like, "That's a great this impersonation." I'm like, "Oh, thank you." Who the fuck is that? I don't mean that in a condescending or mean way. I'm just like, literally, I don't know. Like, I'm just drinking and having fun. Like, I don't know what just happened. I'm often more surprised when I'm performing comedy, performing for people, what happens than the audiences. They think it's all planned. It's not. Mob Jones. Gets boring though. I mean, that's the thing I find, Mob Jonesy, with a lot of the new age strains. I find them after a while boring. I'm the old school is the only thing that makes me happy. Oh, retarded green thumb. It has its uses. For autos for me are a novelty, and they're not what I grow. And any true heavy production grower would not grow an auto, right? But they have their place, and I think they're a very good, valid, wonderful learning tool for a lot of growers. So I'll give them that. GG4 cross with cheese would be a beast. That sounds sexy, man. Must smell fucking weird. Good weird, probably, but it's weird. Cheese meets GG4, that weird musty fucking swank of that gorilla. Could be interesting. Oh, mostly weed. Give them a fucking smell for me. I love a proper cheese. Now, are you doing the full sativa cheese or the 60-40 split cheese that exists now? Sounds good, retarded green thumb. Send it on up. Grass in class. One of the lights that I'm using currently, or because I'm still designing the lights that we will be marketing, so I don't have one that exists yet for you because I'm still figuring it out. Because I'm trying to create a do-it-yourself kit that you can actually build in different orientations, like a Lego kit or a K'NEX kit for adults. If you don't mind, send me some pictures, mostly weed. I'd love to see, my brother. Zeb Zeppelin, cheers, Betty and Daddy. Well, you're forgetting about Mogwai, my male dog. I love him too. Rico Martinez, I don't order seeds typically off the internet. Never have really. I've done it like once or twice, and one of the times was to do a giveaway on the channel at 100 subscribers as a celebration of life of us back in the hood days of the channel. Yo, Blue Tongue Buzz, how you doing? Rock and roll, how you been? Ben Wilshaw, yes, my email is potsquatch420 at gmail.com. That's POTSQUATCH 420 at gmail.com. That's POTSQUATCH 420 at gmail.com. I'm not going to say it again, but I figured that should be good enough. I'm just reading everything. Taste at the end. Hey, Zeb. Insta, he got all the streams. EJ, hand thingy. That's all that matters. Good taste will always be in a clean finish. But Doctor, laugh out loud. You're on Instagram. Sup, Blue Tongue. What up, Mob Jonesy? What up, Jay Kelly? What up, Blue Tongue? Michael Summers, what's up, yo? Me. Laugh my ass off, says Jay Kelly Buds UK. I'll check that out, AJ. Uncle speaks the truth. Rolling a fat head. I'm assuming that means like a dub or a corner or something? Or like a tulip? Candy Cane. What's up, Candy Cane? Knowledge is power. 10 in the morning, UK, brap. Yeah, what time is it here now? 1:57 a.m. If you want to learn plant nutrition, take up plant the aquariums as a hobby. That's a good tip, mostly weed. Actually, very good. I like that as a good indirect way for them to play with fun things and using water cultures and integrating it in. That could be very nice. Actually, one of our fellow Pasquatches who lives just over the mountain in Alberta there, he's actually a professional fish breeder. That's one of the things he does for work for exotic fish and stuff. So he actually uses a lot of his aquarium runoff as feed systems, and yeah, it's pretty cool. It's pretty nifty. I'm not gonna lie to you. Do I have worms in my soul? Not here at my interior lab, no. Not at this one. If you want to learn, I read that. Mostly weed for sure. No worms. Yeah, like when I said my spinach recipe, heaps of people laughed, but some took it into consideration and are very pleased they listened. Exactly, Blue Tongue Bud. It's all about new techniques. We don't have all the rules ever figured out. Keep it a playing, keep it a learning, keep it a dancing, you know what I'm saying? Texas in us too, laugh out loud. I'm not sure what that means. Are you Texas in the U.S. too, but in the two of what? Love the Pot Squatch Army. Love you all. We love you too, J. Kelly Buzz UK. Pot Squatches unite. Middle Earth. Blue Tongue. I love the cheese. Mostly weed is perfect for plants. Have you tried the other two? Pot Squatch? Other two what? Sorry. There's a lot of messages. And I'm not drunk or stoned enough to do this well. I'm normally drunker than this. Actually helps. Did I try the other two? I'm scanning up to look at your shit. What you may have or may not have said. Okay, we're going back down. I can't find it yet. Please reiterate. What's up? It's been a while. What's up, Texas Pete, baby? How you doing? Oh, mostly weed. You gotta love that. Getting free weed gift titty seeds. I love it. It's STS or something for organic growing. Uh, all right, man. I'm gonna have to look that up, and right now I'm not prepared to answer that, to be honest, because I'm still not sure what we're referencing. I know a lot about organic farming, but I'm still confused. Mostly weed is perfect for plants. Okay, we're going back down now. I'm catching up. Sorry, everybody. What's up, Texas Pete again? Hell yeah, I'm indoor too. Seen it all before, says Candy Cane. But it was a beautiful garden with the OG in it. It had a nice pattern color to it and flowering. I love beautiful colors. That's what SST is, AJ Grows. Ethos Mandarin cookies are too many. The peaches insane in the membrane. G13 last Booble Black and RQS Critical. The German guy from Django. Rad Tom, I've got a feeling I should remember what you were referencing earlier so that should make sense. But I don't. Feel free to reiterate so I can jump back on that train. We are Mother Nature. Hell yeah, Byron Hayes. Well, we are part of Mother Nature. She might piss us, get pissed off at us and, shake us off if we're not careful. Just wanted to try it outdoor and feel like I usually do when I venture outside. AJ, it's the only way to learn. Don't beat yourself up. My ex-wife hated my voice impersonations. Used to do Reagan and Jamaicans, etc. Laugh out loud. Well, I'll tell you, Tex Pete, that sounds like you were not with the right woman. My wife loves my insanity. We've been together for years now. And she still laughs. So I would say, be careful on your partner selection. Find someone that actually jazz with you. I don't know what shark is, but AJ, I'd love to check out your shit, baby. Candy Cane, voice impersonations. I read that. These Skittles, Squirtle 4. Nice. Skark is a new grower. Okay, Skark. Welcome to the world of Skarks of the growing world. AK-30 Ape. That's right. Plus, if you don't have the room for big beasts, but space for minis, they're perfect. Good point. Blue Tongue Spots. Very nice point. 60-40 split on something. Byron Hayes, 5th. South 9th. Zeb Zeppelin Shark is doing great. That's awesome, Zed Zeppelin. I'll have to check him out, or her out, or they out, whatever they like to call themselves. Stilton Cheese. Hey, Candy Cane. Outdoors is scary. Depends on your climate. And it's not scary, it's just different. It's actually easier in certain senses than indoor. What up, Illis One? Expert sees. What's up, Illis One? From me too. I haven't seen your message yet that you're here, but I'm still reading. He's gonna do great. His Caligron bots. Oh, nice one. Bonjour from France. What's up, David Chapman? How you doing, baby? I check your channel. It's easy to see mine. AJ, comment on this shit or somewhere. I can't do it while we're doing the thingy. But once I have done that, then I will check it out. Cheered, Mogwai. Yeah, there we go. Mogwai gets some love too. Who got what? Blue tongue buzz. I don't know about that. Don't say that. Can we instead say that I'm me? I'm just a me. Thank you for the wonderful compliment, but I feel funny saying that. So I'm just going to say I'm a wonderful me. But thank you very much. It's very nice. Oh, mostly weed's not wrong. Like, the huge illegal farms are like, they're like 3, 4, 5,000 lamps, huge, giant things. It's insane. David Chapman, 55% relative humidity is a little high, in my humble opinion. I drop it off. I'm assuming that you're hang drying. Try dropping it down. You don't want to shock it too much if it's been sitting for 2 weeks on a slow dry at 55. Do a close inspection. Make sure you have your air movement. Make sure there has not been any negative growth because that's a long wet cycle at a rather high humidity, my humble 2 cents. So bring her down to about a 40, 45 at first, and then watch her and go through. If she's drying really slow, you've been going for 2 weeks. You're preserving your terpenes and your cannabinoids. So you can go through and do a light trim off them. That if you trimmed wet, next time don't do that. But given the length of dry time, then we need to definitely talk about how you're doing it. Oh, I know. Like, I mean, I'm able to keep mine in my natural environment at about a 50, 55. I don't have a dehumid right now. I need one very much. Texas Pete, I really appreciate that. I hope you're still enjoying the videos and the channel. Rad Tom 83, that's still really super fucking high, bud. So you're dancing the line, Rad Tom 83, because it's not just wind movement. If it's that moist, if it's got a relative humidity that high, that's a little bit dangerous there, bud. Blue Tongue Buds, for what it's worth, on my channel, it took me forever to get to 100. And it's like, August 10th this year will be our 2-year anniversary of being the Ponsquatch Growers, and now the Ponsquatch Growers Army, all of us together as community. So, like, all of the sun people were there, though. it was weird. I just kept doing me and what I was doing and what I wanted to do on my YouTube. Just kept getting drunk, growing weed titties, and talking about growing and teaching weed titties. And having a few laughs along the way. Maybe teaching a few other things as well. But it's like all of a sudden, boom, there was a following there, and it's growing still. Like we're almost at 10,000 now, which is fucked up. And we're almost at our first million views. So right now, like our views and our subscribers are like racing. Will we hit 10,000 subs first, or will we hit a million views first? I just don't know yet. But I mean, it'll be interesting. But it's just been a mind-boggling experience, and I guess the number one thing I could do as a suggestion of how to grow your channel is find your natural way of doing it in terms of the video. Be yourself. For example, Retarded Green Thumbs, invited me. He was like, yo, like, check out some hash videos I made. Take a look. And I checked them out, and they're funny, man. Retarded Green Thumbs got his own character going on. It's very entertaining. I found it very amusing. And it was fun, you know? I think that's been a big problem with a lot of the grow channels out there and a lot of the education out there is it's not fun. Just because you're learning doesn't mean it doesn't have to be fun. I mean, I always found learning fun. So it's like, have a riptide. Be real with people. Don't fucking hide shit. Don't fucking be fake. Don't fucking put bullshit on crap and dress it up with a bow or this or that. Whip your junk out. Be like, motherfuckers, here's the reality of my fucking life. And here's the reality of my grow. And just be truthful. And, if you don't know something, like, there's nothing wrong with that. You're not supposed to know everything. You'll never know everything. So it's like, just have fun, keep it real, and make it sexy, and be you, and don't be afraid to be you. I'm gonna read a little bit here. My timer broke and left my lights on 24 hours for 2 days or 4 days. How many days we talk in Texas, Pete? 1 or 2? We can get away with it. Longer than that, risk factors go up. Do you think there's room on YouTube for another Grow Journal channel? Michael Summers, there's room on YouTube for anything we want to put out there. If you make interesting content that's informative, all inclusive, and just don't be a dick fuck, but you can be an asshole. I'm a fucking asshole, but I mean, make sure you fucking rate your channel for adults only. It's funny because like I've been rated the whole time for like adults only. Like this is not a channel for children, and I still get flagged all the time on my videos. Your video has been made adult now. It was adult the whole time, you dumb fuck. But anyway, but there's always more room. The fact of the matter is we're on the verge of a precipice of more and more around the world. Countries are opening their minds to new legal realities. And more people are feeling safe enough to want to grow weed, to try to grow weed, to learn about weed. And so we're on the verge of a huge explosion in terms of our industry. In terms of the YouTube world, I foresee it keep going that way as long as YouTubes are respectful and do it right in how they're doing it. That's part of why we don't monetize too, is because that's part of how they could come after us. But we're an unmonetized channel. We've never made a single red cent off this YouTube directly. So we can be us as long as we respect the community guidelines and not get fucked in the ass. Much love, Mike Bird. Have a beautiful night. Okay, 1 second. I gotta read more, everybody. Hashtag boom back at you, Stuart Harper. How dare you spend time with your family? That's a joke, by the way. Love you. Welcome. I love being crazy. I just love being me. I was well in 2 weeks of flower. Will they restart into flower? Texas Pete, send me some pictures. POTSQUATCH420@gmail.com. Let's analyze what your flowers are looking like. Let's analyze is the re-veg, how bad is the re-veg, if there is re-veg, and then I'll tell you my honest to God truth. Well, exactly, blue tongue buds. Like, I mean, I get a lot of haters on here too. To be fair, though, I think statistically speaking, I get more lovers than haters. And that's pretty cool. And I get like a lot of people now defending me, like people's being a dick, saying something. And people are like, fuck you, man. Why are you being dick? This guy's happier than you could ever be. or like fuck you, or it's people saying very nice things, and it's like I'm at work, I can't read my phone, and then people are defending me. It's been very touching, very nice. It meant a lot to my heart, my friends. But it's like some of the greatest fucking insults, man, early on. Well, because that one defoliation video I have no idea why it's my most viewed video, but it's like 140, 150, 160,000 views, I think now. It's weird. But I've watched the video since then. Like, I hadn't watched it in a really long time. I was like, wow, like, there's really not even that many voices. Like, it's not even that intense, but like all these people are going off on it, some of them. Oh, what were some of my favorite classic trolls? Let's go back through the troll moments here, if I can remember any. Oh, shit. One was like, "You are by far the biggest faggot I've ever seen." And I was a little drunk when I responded. So I said something like, "Well, for a faggot, I fuck an awful lot of pussy, but thank you very much for your input, good sir. Shove a gerbil in your ass through a tube. Have a good day, buttercup," or something like that. It was a good time. I do enjoy the promiscuous trolls that come out there once in a while. It's a good time. Armed American Patriot. Oh, come on, Armed American Patriot. Everyone's just having fun. They're just chatting. Part of these live streams is Armed American Patriot. You know, it's time for everybody to talk, have, you know, time together. And they're allowed to do that and get excited. If someone's being an idiot or, you know, doing things that I don't like, then let me know and I'll say something. But people are allowed to have fun. What's up, Lone Stoner? How you doing, baby? Welcome. Hey, Squatch, got a question. Can you produce fem seeds from two fem clones, pollinate one clone to the other? Well, of course, because Art Irish Rock, you got to remember that what you're doing is you're introducing a feminized pollen to another plant that is in and of itself female. So it doesn't even need to be a feminized plant. The other one, if it's female, it's female, regardless. If anything, I'm taking a traditional non-feminized female and knocking it up with a feminized self glandular female would be better because you're actually injecting something into a slightly more stable genetic in terms of the colloquial understanding of genetics and how we've been fucking with them in terms of feminization. So I hope that answers your question and helps. One second, everybody. I'm trying to read here. Ganja, really? Seb, you are consistent at least. Mostly weed. Are you talking to me? Rad Tom. What is Rad Tom? What other social media are you on, Uncle Pot? Barry Kid. I'm on. I got an Instagram for this. And that's about it. Do a YouTube and an Instagram. I don't really. I've got like maybe 331 followers or something on the Instagram. Oh, AJ, I was just being silly. If I was actually upset, I would have let you know, baby. It's all good. Or if you were responding to someone else, then don't fight me, friends. Girls, how the hell yeah. We'll see. It was my first grow. I've got plants and veg ready to take the space. Nice one, Texas Pete. Girls grow. Girls grow too. What's up, girls grow too? How's it going? How do we did it? Nah, I like wet trimming weed. I want for joints. This way I can completely get leaves off the bud with no stems remaining. Taste is day and night difference. Mostly weed. I find, I'm sorry, but dry manicuring is the only way to go. In my humble 2 cents, for me personally, it slows the rate at which the drying weed titty it locks the terpenes in, it locks the cannabinoids in, it allows for a slower maturation of the initial weed titty, then leaving the natural decarbylation or the carbon of the plant going through. Do you know what I mean? And then with the curing process, and it's beautiful. So for me personally, I could never wet trim again. It's just not for me. dry for 7 days. Things almost got funky, but the relative humidity never got to 60%. What was your relative humidity, AJ? Zeb Zeppelin, high humidity's okay, I guess, more so in veg, but you could still have powdery mildew and other negative things, but fuck your plants well before you get to flower. So always be careful on that. Keep it as dry as you can at all times. Would be what my general 2 cents on that one would be. Art Irish Rock. As long as you're putting it onto a female plant that's a stable female, yes, you will be fine. $30 to $40 is best for veg, in my humble 2 cents as well, to be fair. Because by taking preventative measures all throughout the cycle, you're not allowing any spores or other things to really take hold. But there's lots of little tricks and nuances to things, and everybody has their own, opinion and different results. And like I said before, there's many highways or roads to the same destination, my friends. So never be a dickhead to think you know everything or your way is the only way. Like, go fuck yourself. That's not what a pot squatch thinks like. We are humble, even if we are the best. We don't do that. It's mean. What's up, everybody? I'm just reading here. Oh, thank you, Art Irish Rock. It's wonderful to have you here, my friend. Mostly weed. I'm not 100% following everything you're saying. Could you give me a fill in, my friend? Unless you're talking to someone else, then ignore me. It took me about a year and several grows to finally get things going great. All the way through, then changed a few things. I'm going great. Magic Mike, that's called learning, and that sounds awesome, and I'm really proud of you. It sounds like you're doing a really great fucking job, my friend. I'm really proud of you. Are there any English chromies putting out beds? Ganjanana, I'm sure there's a lot of them. There was one guy who was doing some stuff, but he stopped. I didn't really watch him tons, but he was a UK guy. He was a UK guy, so I'm sure there's lots of them. Ganjanana, your old mama. My woman thought he was from Jersey watching one of his vids. Oh, I was done. Who? Art Irish Rock. Jersey, New York, fucking Jersey, blah, blah, blah. I'm a little fast, spent a lot of time on this little grow, lots of ups and downs. Texas Pete, can I ask you something? Tell me, Texas Pete, did you learn something? Did you learn something from this grow to do a better job on your next grow? Because if you did, there's no fucking reason to beat yourself up or get down on yourself. Fuck that. I don't know what a D's nut scenario is, so you're gonna need to give me a little bit more definition, my friend. Hey, bud, I sent you some emails. I hope you got them. I'm a bit unsure if you got them. I just got a new phone. I mean, technology, not friends. Hope all is well. I think I did, Stuart Harper, and I do apologize. Like sometimes I miss shit on the email. A lot of them come through, but I'll take a look, Stuart Harper. You keep emailing, and I'll eventually get back to you because I genuinely mean that. I want to make vids, but got to hide the face, being against the law in the UK. Mob Jonesy, that's fine. I didn't reveal my face for over a year on Pod Squatch Growers. I decided to finally reveal my face when they kind of made it legal in Canada, even though it's Prohibition 2.0. You made it legal for the fucking government, you dumb shits. This is not a free market. But it's more illegal now than it was before. But anyway. I decided to say fuck it, reveal my face. But I didn't reveal my face for the longest time. I would assume at least the first couple, 2,000 subscribers I had, I never shown my face. I think that's my wife. She might remember. Is that you, wife person? Do you remember how many subscribers, roughly, give or take, I had before I revealed my face?
Probably between 2 and 3, maybe.
Okay, according to my wife's memory, maybe I had like 2 to 3,000 before I revealed my face. But you could totally build a grow channel and not. You don't have to show your face. You do what's comfortable for you and what's safe for you in your place of existence. AJ grows so far. I haven't really needed to. Um, to be fair, the pod squatches have been pretty good. No real issues. We got attacked by some Nazis once on 420. That was fun. And I was drunk and high as shit. But we handled it just fine. So far, no. The Pod Squatch Growers world has not required moderators. Maybe one day we will get to that point, but I don't know. JDog771, know that Gorilla Glue number 4 is prone to herming, where she creates fireweed titties. She can also hermy on you with no notice. So just be aware of that. And just, love your weed titties and look at them. Every weed plant, even you can even have sisters seeds that came from the same fucking bud. Seed sacs next to seed sacs, and they can have totally different personalities in terms of how they're going to grow, even though they're almost the same thing. So, just daily gardening, love it. Keep it sexy. Don't be afraid. Oh, well, thank you, John Nevin. I'm just a bad, mad, hairy man who's mad in the woods. Loves marijuana weed titties and likes to drink his beer and read and experiment, build shit. So I'm glad I'm helping. My friend, your mind is the true tool you will ever have for growing marijuana. I am but simply an article, a book, a cake, something for you to ingest into your own mind, to help your own mind be the master of your own mastery, which is never truly a mastery because you don't call it that, because calling it mastery means we're losing everything. Just always know what your skills are, be proud of them, but don't let the pride kill you. Be humble, learn, read, give mail. 1 second, everybody, I'm trying to read some shit now. Girls grow to. Okay, girl, sister, talk to me. Talk to Uncle Potsquatch right now, sister. What'd you spray them with, girl? What's they call? And someone else or Girls Grow Too can look it up and tell me what it says on the internet, because I don't have access to that when I'm on my phone doing this. Because guess what? Either you spray them down with something really bad, or maybe you like fucked up the directions. Maybe, like, for example, Jake's All-in-One is quite potent. It's meant to be diluted in water to a liter on basic measurements for a spritz bottle for application. All organic, but if you didn't do that, one, it's very expensive to do that, and two, well, it hurt a lot of shit. So what happened, baby? Talk to me. Talk to me. Texas Pete, they are totally fine, especially for someone growing. Try to avoid using them in eugenics breeding programs if you can. Oh, thank you, M. Tremblay 1977. I hope you've been enjoying it. I mean, you've obviously stayed tuned in for roughly 6 months, so you can't hate it. I very much appreciate you being here. Welcome to the Pasquatch Growers Army, my friend. She could have done a spray and it could have scorched her weed titties, but killing that many plants, most plants can handle some fucking heavy scorch and survive. So something else has gone on. We're all here for you, Girls Grow too. Don't freak out. We're here for you. Only could have say one some flower now sprayed for white mildew. What did you spray with though, girl? Girl too. What'd you spray with, man? I mean, I know you're a girl, but I call everybody man. It's androgynous to me. Dude, what you fucking do this to? Dude, what you fucking spray with, man? Like, tell me. I want help. It's scary. There's scary statistics, man. I want no. I want help, my friend. She very well may, Ganjanani or mama. I'm the head bartender of a biker bar. I'm learning to ride. Nobody in my family, no one grew pot. Nobody knew how to ride. Nobody knew how to fix cars or fix anything. So I've kind of spent my life teaching myself. The good thing is I got a lot of new biker friends, and they're helping me learn. I got a buddy who said, old Big Georgie. He's like, oh, if we can get it in your name, because me and the last two guys have owned it, we don't have papers on it, but if we can legally transfer it into your name, he's going to sell it to me for 20 or 250 bucks. He said, she's running good. An old Yamaha Virago. He's like, oh, fuck, man. He's like, that kind of thing. You can drop it. You can learn on it. Maybe a thing. But it's just, again, not a very rich man. And fuck, man. If I was going to buy a Harley, it's going to be a pretty custom motherfucker, man. Like most of the things I like to build. And they're expensive. Like Cadillacs. Ganjanana, your mama. How do you mean track me? I need a greater definition of what you're talking about in terms of that tracking, because I'm actually quite good at computers and that kind of crap. So if you give me further definition as to what your question is, maybe I can answer it for you. Zeb Zeppelin, IP addresses will only tell them the general area. It'll never allow you to go in further unless they subpoena and hack subpoena or hack the provider's systems. It's my understanding, and I'm not like the end all be all. I've just got a lot of very informed friends, and I talk to them, and I can build you a computer, but IP addresses only really tell you so much, generalized area, and that's about it. So through the IP address, they can only do so much. Ganjanani, your mama, baby girl, I know, I love you, and I love my puppies too. Take your dog for a walk. Tell your dog Uncle Pasquat says hello, I love you. Excuse me. Hydrogen peroxide, yes. What's the question for hydrogen peroxide, Ganjanana? Ooh, Girls Grow too. Did you? Oh no, I know what you did. Girls Grow too. Did you dilute your hydrogen peroxide? Did you dilute it? With a 4 to 6 to 1 with water? Good call. Girls Grow too. Ooh, okay. Girls Grow too. You're just learning. Don't beat yourself up, girl. It's all right. So what you did is you You know when you have an open wound and you dump hydrogen peroxide on that shit? Yeah, I'm not surprised. When you said that, I was like, that's a huge amount of death. You had to have, something had to have happened. We've discovered it. Girls grow too. Your problem is that you sprayed straight hydrogen peroxide onto nubile plant tissues. Um, I don't normally use hydrogen peroxide for spray. You can do a wash after harvest. Some people say Jorge Cervantes seems to be convinced that that can remove PM, which he's wrong and a dumbass. That's a different story. Newer educated growers having issues with our great forefathers, you know. But simply put, don't feel bad. Almost any plant would have died from that. That's fucked up. No offense. I don't mean that in a bad way. Don't beat yourself up. But like, girl, that's some heavy duty shit. If you're gonna do that in the future, at bare minimum, for spray on application, foliar wise, I would dilute it at bare minimum 5 to 1, which means 1 part hydrogen peroxide to 5 parts water. So let's say on 120 milliliters, you're gonna put 20 milliliters of hydrogen peroxide to 100 milliliters for a 5 to 1, right? Do a 6 to 1, it'd be 120 to the 20 or so, like roughly. You know what I mean? But like, so that's what you normally would do. Like I always do a 4 to 1 when I've used the hydrogen peroxide and trying to take care of fungus gnat issues and other soil bound pests that have happened. That's predominantly where I've used hydrogen peroxide. I've also used it for an attempt for trying to reinvigorate people who've had bad root rot and bring their medium up to health again. But yeah, what you did, girl, like, don't beat yourself up. You're new. It's not your fault. Uncle Pot Squash love you. This is called learning. I fucked up more than anyone when I was a new grower. More than anyone. That's why I know shit. Because I fucked up. Okay? But that's what happened, girl. That's why they all died. It's like pouring sulfuric acid on your weed plants almost, in a sense. When that release of that extra oxygen atoms comes out, man, ooh, that's gonna be very hard on a plant's tissues. So, but girl, don't beat yourself up. That's all right. Sean Ben, where you at, smoke? I already kicked cancer's ass, and I didn't get cancer from fucking smoking. I got it from fucking drinking super high hop beers for years. Ball cancer, I'm a mono ball now. Sweet dreams, Texas Pete, much love. Yo, Allison Williams, girl, how you doing? Welcome. Long time no see. How you been, baby? I mean, yeah, I would say she looks not bad from the tiny little picture I see, but that doesn't matter. I have a question for Mr. Squatch in the Army. What is the best website to buy seeds from the ships to the United States? Also, if you are good question, Allison Williams. I'm not very well equipped in terms of what ships, but I know, Allison, if you send me an email, I can send you at 100 subscribers. I did a giveaway, and I used a thing. I totally showed up anywhere in the States, so I could talk to some of my friends too for you, girl. Because like a lot of my stuff, I don't get through companies. I'm connected to a lot of different growers and people, and that's where I acquire my genetics and collect them. But typically, if anyone has any offerings, share them now. And Allison, you can send me an email, and I'll try to make a bit of a list for you too. That's a safe one to go with. You know what I'm saying? Allison Williams, new grower, best strain to grow. I would say go Northern Lights. If you can get a true old school Northern Lights photo, give her hell. She's a tough plant. She is a heavy producer, and even if you fuck it up a bunch, she could still produce some decent smoke. So Northern Lights is an old school true strain that I learned a lot on and did some really great crossbreeding with, and so I'm a really big fan of it. So Northern Lights would be something I would recommend to a new grower. Definitely. That's okay, Budweiser. Only problem with Amnesia Haze is sativa, and that takes a while. Alison Williams, I'll tell you, Northern Lights. Do it. Trust me. Uncle Boss watch these. He's very nice. It'll be good. Oh, excuse me. What are you harvesting now, Alison Williams? Allison, we've got your back, girl. My email, Allison, is potsquatch420 Send me email. All is good. I help you out, man. I mean, your girl, but you know what I mean. That kind of shit, androgynous to me. It means all people. White Widows is a nice, sexy one, too, Michael Summers. Ooh. Was that your first run, Allison Williams? Allison Williams, you got to send me an email with some of those weed titties. Uncle Posquatch want to see your weed titties. Show me. I almost made a dirty comment. I didn't mean it like that. Show me your weed titties. You can keep your titties to yourself, but show me your weed titties. That might be a T-shirt for the store. You can keep your titties to yourself, but show me your weed titties. And Allison, as a professional comedian, I have to make the dirty joke too. So if you want to send us your actual titties, don't worry. Me and my wife will look at them together. We are a Tom couple. We will enjoy them together. So it's not like something you gotta feel bad about. Sorry, I'm a professional comedian. I had to make the dirty joke, but no, I make it respectfully. And to be fair, me and my wife are kind of perverts. Hearts of gold, minds of Phil. So rock and roll. Oh, I think we just hit that time. Start a live stream until I take a piss. And we're about to do it. This time. Yeah, Allison, how your weed titties turn out? Were they nice? One there. I got pee. Oh, yeah. So, how'd your weed titties turn out, Allison? I'm watching, Allison. I'm not watching the pee. I'm watching your response. Ah. Well, that's okay, Allison. Now, whoo, that's nice. All right, so what you're gonna have to remember, Allison, is one, you're gonna have to scrub the fuck out of your grow room, then, before you run that bitch again. You know what I'm saying? Oh, Allison, if you have multiple ball sacks busting a nut all over your shit, girl, that's like some proper bukkake, man. Pollen gets everywhere, man. So it's like you're gonna have to clean out your room hardcore, really hardcore, Allison, really fucking hardcore. And watch out for seeds. Let them dry first to mature because you never know. Like Gorilla Glue #4 came through a Hermie explosion. So know that all your weed titties might have seeds in them. That's not a bad thing. As you're harvesting, if you have different strains, keep track of it. There will be the random possibility of like, well, I know that these two strains may have busted a nut on my bitches and knocked them up. So we'll never know truly what it is. But keep the seeds Because they could be fucking bomb as shit. Hell, I'll grow some of them out for you and fuck around if you like. Well, if you remember our last harvest, you know, we realized we're having issue with the miswire plug on the install there. Had to cut those bitches down. But it all turned out. I found maybe one seed. Yeah, Art Irish Rock. Fucking diuretics are a bitch. Dun, 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 dun. So here, let me ask a question. Who here is excited for the Pod Squatch store to open up with t-shirts and shit, rolling papers and all that crap? Probably gonna launch with t-shirts, rolling paper, stickers, maybe like rolling trays or grinders or something. Then we'll do grinders, we'll do bongs, we'll do dab rigs. And then we are eventually launching our own Grow Light brand of the company. Who's excited for that? Rock a fucking Pot Squatch t-shirt or a bumper sticker or, you know? Let them know we're loud and we're proud. We're all around the world and we're here to stay, motherfuckers. What's up, D's Nugs? How you doing, baby? I'm assuming you've all seen the Pot Squatch Growers logo itself, right? If you have not, go on to our Pot Squatch Growers Insta. I believe I've posted it on there. It's the only logo that is green and white, surrounded by black, and says Pot Squatch Growers Army with a Sasquatch in it. Oh, don't worry, Ted Farmer. That's the thing. Remember, everybody, send me emails. Like, because if you are Pod Squatches who require bigger sizes, we will cater to that. I will bring you all the sizes of shirts you require. You just need to remember, I am dealing with China. And to China, an XL is a medium at best. So I can get it done. But I got to remember when I'm dealing with my Chinese suppliers over in Hong Kong and these companies I'm talking to now to produce my shit, to produce it well. The producer I've been talking to was actually the producer of the t-shirts and clothing for my mother's university that she's a principal of. So it's like, they're not fucking around. They're making some decent shit. But the motherfuckers better get it right, you know what I'm saying? So that's why I need to know so I can, you know, make sure I know to getting the right things right, you know what I'm saying? Oh, don't worry, Allison Williams. They will be available eventually. I'm hoping, realistically, fiscally speaking, super fast 3 months. Not so fast 6 months. I don't want to go further than that. So I'll do my best. I'm trying really hard to make them design it. It's the biggest part that's holding me back on all of these things is money things, but I may have sold 10% of the online retail stuff for the Pod Squatch Growers online store and Swag Company and all of that to help launch the online store, bring initial products, and I have secondary possible investor also purchasing in, which I can use some of their money to fully finish developing and bringing and signing deals for all of the parts to assemble kits and send it to you. Make it sexy. Oh, hell yeah, Ted Farmer. Congratulations, my friend. Hey, Medicated Flowers, how you doing? Where you from, Medicated Flowers? Excuse me. Carbonation's a bitch. So funny. I've seen this empty can with ash on it. I've obviously been ashing into it. But I also have 3 ashtrays just for weed in the house in this vicinity within like 8 or 9 feet of me. It was so funny. I totally had the moment where I was like, I heard my wife's voice in my head. And she was like, honey, we have 3 ashtrays. You don't need to use cans. I was like, hmm. So now it's in one of the ashtrays there. Because I remembered. Only took me a while. But look at that. See, honey? I do eventually slowly learn. Dun dun dun! Anyway, I'm going to read something now. I'm good, thanks. How about you? I'm all the way over in the UK. Well, I'm Canadian, man, so I'm on the West Coast Canada, British Columbia, BC Bud, best weed titty in the world. Weed titty growers. Sadly, living in a country getting raped by our government. Prohibition 2.0 is taking control. The people of Canada of cannabis are being pushed out of their own industry by the rich and the government. We've never heard that story before, have we? Dun, 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 dun. Allison Williams, I prefer to be all inclusive. Because, it's funny. Because, like, I would have normally back in the day with my first marriage been like, fuck yeah, right? But Mrs. Podsquatch, badass bitch, she reminds me of what, like, probably the original Mark I feminist was, not this new age bullshit. Like the true, strong woman of equality who wanted to stand with her fellow other gendered humans. And she's like, no, Josh, a lot of the crap comes out of their mouths, bullshit. And like, do you not see how you're deprecating your own gender? How about just like we can actually go quote unquote that? Let's just be that. How's that sound? Sound good? All right. So, for example, my response to that, then along with the way Allison Williams, is happy spouse, happy house. I did not invent that. I read it on a meme while I was pooping one morning. I will admit, but I very much like it, and I think it's a good one. Mount Tremblay, 1977. You should definitely do that. I probably should keep more notes than I do, but most of them are in my head. I have an oddly wired brain, so. But yes, I 100% feel you. Carbon tax on fluctuation costs. That's what Canadians want. And drink water. Oh, not. Dude, or Irish rock. You want to know what made me happy when that happened? I voted this prick in. We're from the same part of fucking town. I knew him when he was a fucking acting teacher. I'll leave the story at that. So I voted him in because he said he'd legalize pot. Then he turned out to be, for the most part, a little bitch and sell us out to corporations, make a draconian law-based system of Prohibition 2.0. The only thing he did right was immigration and all-inclusivity. I'm a big believer in that, but pretty much everything else he fucked up in every fucking way. So, I don't know. Rolling with the punches, making what we can have happen, and, hoping for the best and hoping Thinkfast doesn't get voted in again. The only problem is we don't really have any real prominent option. Green Party in Canada, often I like a lot of what they say, but like they'll never win. My dad always says, well, if you don't vote for them, they never will. And I said, Dad, there's no way that everyone's going to wake up one morning and agree with me. Not currently, anyway, so gotta be calculating with my hustler vote here. I've heard a lot of rumors that Jagmeet Singh of the NDP is really anti-weed, actually, and is gonna fuck with shit a lot. So I can't vote there. I don't vote conservative. And Andrew Scheer's a little fucking pushover pansy dumbass. So I can't vote for him. Never would vote conservative anyway. Normally disagree with him on too many things. But what am I left with? Well, I'm left with Dinkelfuck, my current prime minister. Can't vote for him. Because of our lovely political system in Canada, no one can run as an independent. There can't be a pot squash for prime minister. So I'm not really sure what I'm currently going to do in the next election, but I'm going to try to utilize my vote to seeing legislature hopefully get passed that makes sense on more than one topic, pot and more included. Uh, Mount Tremblay in 1977. I think I already referenced it, but I will also reference it again. Great notes, especially initial learning and over the first number of years is becoming master grower, even though I hate that term. You'll never master, but like, you know what I mean? Yes, very much early on. As you age, I don't know. I maybe should make more notes. It's all in my head personally now, but yes. Oh, Allison's coming up. It's coming up. His first term of stupidity is slowly evaporating, and the race isn't really fully on yet, but it's approaching now. And I don't know. Kind of left here going, fuck. I don't really have an option. I mean, hell, I'm not booking any movies. I'll do 4 years for the Prime Minister of Canada. Hell, I think I can get some good shit done. Our international relations would be a hell of a lot better. And I wouldn't show up and spend a bunch of stupid money. I'd show up and be myself. I'd bring some cases or kegs of PBR. Maybe a few exotic local hipster beers for those who are brave enough. And if they're down, we'll bring some weed too. And we'll sit down, we'll have some pizzas, and we'll talk. And we'll figure shit out. The fact of the matter is I'm a high functioning idiot. So I actually could probably take care of most of the parts of the country, to be honest. Or at least hire people to help me support my brain power to do so. And hell, looking at the last almost 4 years, I'm not really worried about making that statement. I was more qualified than Justin Trudeau at 15. And I'm not trying to tell you I'm some all fucking super being. I'm not. I'm just a dumbass who's not an idiot. And I'm not afraid to let my opinion be heard, but I also listen twice before I speak. And I'm a hustler, baby. So, at the end of the day, I'm not afraid to make that statement. Oh, Justin. Good try, bud. Good try. Allison Williams, maybe one day. I have to learn French vastly better. What like French I learned as a kid got pushed up at the German living in Germany. Languages were always a little tricky for me. I always made the joke I used up all my organic RAM on English. Could have also been a stoner cop out, maybe. I don't know. Is it true if you DUI, I can't come to Canada? Um, I don't think so. I'm pretty sure you're the country that's more strict on that shit. As long as you don't have a criminal conviction of doing bad things, I'm pretty sure you should be okay. Um, I wouldn't recommend driving over the border. Maybe take a plane. Might help. I think you should be okay. That's just me going with my rough guesses on that. I'd have to actually check and read up on that to tell you the honest answer. But oh no, Art Irish Rock. My issue isn't necessarily any political party. My issue is the current laws. The current laws are a load of crap. They also contradict our Constitution at least in 3 points. And Trudeau's a dumbass. He's marketed it as this thing of, he's created this imaginary black market. I'm going to be honest. There is a part to the market that is what we would have called before all this bullshit the black market. But most majority of it were hardworking fucking Canadians. No more a criminal than you or I. Caring, honest, intelligent people who just happened to love marijuana and enjoyed helping people with marijuana. Sometimes it was medical. Sometimes it was recreational, but in a sense, in terms of the recreational joys of a fucking having a bad day, and that alleviated your mental health. If we're going to include mental health in this, then one could even at least call some parts of recreation a medicinal one. But at the end of the day, that's just not the laws we have. It is more legal now under what the government has called legalization than it was before. I don't know, maybe I'm stupider than I thought, but that's pretty fucked up. How does that fucking make sense? Think about that. My friends, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter if it's Canada or any country. The fact is, you're not a dickhead for wanting a proper governing body. You're not an asshole in a negative way for standing up and asking for it. I would say the only time you're a negative asshole is the times where you thought in your head, and we all knew, and I've had them too. As I grew, I tried to fight them to be brave and just speak and be honest and caring. When you probably should have said something. You probably should have stood up. You probably should have listened to that voice that knew it was right. The fact of the matter is if we all do our best to educate ourselves and listen to that little voice and not be a dickhead, you'll be an asshole. But stand up, love, and be an asshole. We might just save this fucking planet. And I know that's a very simplistic way to put it. But if you think through that simplicity, the complexity of the universe built through simplicity, it might be stupid enough to work to save our silly species. Or at least we might not blow ourselves up instead, we might still, go to war, shank each other, do all that, but maybe get rid of, those, huge threats that are that, there, right now. Just get drunk and high anyway. Fucking stuff. Make love, not war, man. Stuart Harper, ASAP replacement. See if you can still order the V1 chassis with the V2 3000K 620H LG board system. You want to replace that? Buy that. Trust me. My lights will not be ready to go for months. So, if I'm going to tell you what to buy, you want a Cadillac. If I didn't build you a Cadillac, you're going to buy that Cadillac. Stuart Harper. Buy that motherfucking Cadillac. Unless it's just straight up flower in your area, then maybe go 35 on the boards. Hippie Haze Yad, I love it. Can I ask you a question though, Hippie Haze Yad? Can you describe your little journey down the rabbit hole of YouTube to lead you here? I'm just curious. But rock and roll, man. Oh, Alien Fest. I like it to be highs, yeah. But no, seriously though, if you're still there, I'm curious. I've been jumping on my descriptions and it led me here. Descriptions of what? Like currently? Like, were you watching other shit and all of a sudden you're on my live stream? Or like, you've been watching quietly for a while and then you're just here now? I'm excited. I'm just curious. This is a problem when you ask a not completely stupid stoner a question. I start thinking, how did he find himself? Yeah. He, she, they, Z, Pomplamoose, whatever you choose to call yourself, I'll call you a fucking pot squatch. The newest pot squatch! Hippie Haze, yeah, and welcome to the fucking community of a bunch of crazy motherfuckers who love wheat titties and doesn't matter where we come from, doesn't matter color, this or that. As long as you're not a fucking dickhead fuckhead, you're allowed to be here and exist with all of us and have a good time load of wheat titties. Oh shit! Corey N, welcome back. Haven't seen you in a while. Long time no see, but wonderful to see you. I'm doing well, my friend. Just smoking and drinking and doing a live stream randomly. Fungus gnats brought you and I together, Mr. Squatch. One flew up my nose, and I was pissed. Allison, I get that. When I've had, excuse me, carbonation, it's a bitch. I've had some attacks of the fungus gnats myself. The nose I could handle. I've got a lot of nose hairs. They get trapped, they're easy to extract. The ones that really got me, though, was when they went in the ear hole. Yeah. Didn't like the ear hole, fungus gnat. That was the day it pissed me off. And that's when I went to war developing my ways to destroy a fungus gnat population. And then after learning that living out here, I had to learn how to go to war with all new bugs. I've been expanding that since living out here over the last year because I had to. City growing was much easier. I live in woods now. Okay, hippie haze. Yeah, one, there's a lot of them. At least in my mind. Like, sometimes I'm sitting in the pub. I'm like waiting for the wife to pick me up or she's coming to have a drink, and I'm just like all stone drunk. I'm just like, well, you know, click my videos. And I just start doing this. I'm just like, holy fuck! There's so much shit on the internet that I probably haven't even watched. I just got drunk and put it there. But yet people seem to still tune in. How the fuck am I not stopped yet? You know? But, so, I mean, I've heard of others who have binge watched my shit. And to me, that's very weird. Because as far as I'm concerned, I'm just a guy who's an actor, writer, comedian, filmmaker, pot grower who lives in the woods. Who's still fighting to break out, but I decided to make a channel about growing weed titties, and it's grown into a bigger thing now. An army of sorts. Of crazy loving weirdo assholes. But still, it's weird to me when someone's like, I'm gonna binge watch your stuff, man. I'm like, my initial reaction is like, I have stuff for you to binge watch? Oh yeah, I've been uploading stuff on the internet for 2 years. Right. Weird. and I know that sounds stoner and stupid, but I legitimately mean the fucking shit out of that. It's so trippy to me, man. What? How do you mean, hippie haze yad? What you mean, my friend hippie haze yard? Let it be known, Eels is where he draws the line and goes mad scientist. Well, Alex Riojas, who said I wasn't the mad scientist the whole time. Maybe you've been part of my experiment, Alex. Sorry. I found that very funny. Oh, shit. Hey, fuck yeah, True Green Cannabis. Welcome. I think someone may have told me that once or twice. But Hippie Hayes, yeah. Um, we are the Pot Squatches. We're an international community. As far as I've been able to register, we're everywhere but Antarctica. We have actually had live streams where we've talked about going to Antarctica to try to teach penguins to grow pot. I think it'd be a waste of money currently, but unless they can display that they really want it, then maybe we'll bring them weed. But for now, I'm pretty sure we're on the rest of the continents, so we're doing okay, doing pretty good. Yeah, is the thing. But you know, if you, again, I still don't know what you mean by donations. I mean, we are a non-monetized YouTube channel. Um, I mean, we did do a PayPal thing once. I did that once. I set it up. It's a thing. We received a donation too. Oh shit! I remember. I remember. It was a morning. It was well, it was a morning. It was my morning. 2:15 p.m. And Ruben Garcia made a donation because I thought I had set it up months before, and I found out that I had missed the final step. Oops. Built your supercomputer, but asked me to use internet shit. Half the time I'm either brilliant at it or I'm dumb as shit. I'm a creatively wired individual. A nice way of putting it, maybe. But we do technically have that. But we're also starting a store. So the swag's going to be there hopefully soon. Working on that. If you watch earlier parts of this video, I talked about that. We will be launching our own Grow Light brand as well. That's a long story, but they're going to be amazing, and they're going to be cheaper than everybody else because everyone's a dick fuck who marks shit up too much. So fuck it. I'm not here to make friends with other corporations. I started a corporation to go to war against them. I'm here for the people. So rock and roll. And that's my company come to you, my friends. Oh, Hippie Hayes, yeah. Can I ask you a question? Okay, you want to have some fun? Sometime we should just do a video call, yo. Make sure our internet feeds are going well. You throw on I prefer old school beats. I don't know if you freestyle. My friend, one of my boys out here, Caden Crooks, younger rapper and shit. He's great at studio work. I can't do that. I don't write shit. Never have. Went through Europe, fucking emceeing a lot because it was like it turned out I could rap to electronic music and it would work. I would just I grew up the weird white kid who loved rap. And Eminem was the thing, and so I tried. Let's have a freestyle sometime for fun over a video call or something. If you're down, you're allowed to share who you are and what you do. There's nothing wrong with that. As long as you're not a dick fuck or being a dick, you're totally welcome to be here and be part of the community. You're allowed to be like, hi, this is what I do. This is me. What's up? Rock and roll. Hashtag boo. But no, I'm serious. We should rap sometime. Because, you know what? I haven't really rapped for years. But the other day, Kane Crooks was over and we were chilling. And I was like, yo, man, did you ever freestyle? And he's like, not really much, man. I'm always cutting other people's albums but for my own music, I spent a lot of time writing it and thinking. And I was like, oh, man, much fun, though. It was cool, man. So, you know what? I've been enjoying rapping again with just close friends, and it's been enjoyable. So, you know what? If you're down, Hippie Hayes, we could definitely do it. Oh, certainly, Hippie Hayes. Yeah, one. Before I agreed to using my name or any of my shit in your shit, We have to have a video call where we freestyle and have a good time. We'll both drink over the fucking shit. We'll have a few flows together. And if we vibe, I'm sure we will. You seem pretty rad, so fuck yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's all about building the community. 1 second, everybody. I'm reading some messages. What's up, Nina Gibson? How you doing, girl? Guten Morgen. Guten Morgen. Man. Zeb Zeppelin, I prefer to say a man of many stupidities. But thank you. I missed the earlier store thing. When you plan on launching the swag? Allison, I'm hoping that the initial launch will happen in the next 1 to 3 months. I've incorporated. That was a chunk of money. Getting lawyers to do that stuff's fun. So it's all incorporated, so I can do the drop shipping company. I'm going to use, I believe, a supplier through. It is through the Alibaba, as it were, outsourcing this and that. But they've been producing for my mother's university their shit, and I was talking to their dude who does that, and I was like, all right, so if I want some good shit that I want it to be actually what I asked them to do, who would you recommend? So I think the t-shirts and the initial clothing are going to be pretty cool. And I believe I've figured out, uh, a sale of a 10% of the online shit to an investor to try to get enough money together to really get it going for all you. And then we're going to go, obviously, into, well, the easy ones like bong stab rigs and all of that, as well as, working to bring you in the next 3 to 6 months the grow line, hopefully, is what I'm working on. So, yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. Oh, there's messages. I should read them. 1 second, everyone. Let me have a sip, and then I'll read them. Shit. One second, everybody. Alien. I might be. Are you an alien? And that is to Shinukism Schnook. No, I haven't, Stuart Harbor, but I have heard very good things, though. I will definitely say I've heard good things. Nice, girls grow too. Uh, Brian Lobrega, yo, chill, live stream, aloha, pot squatch army. What's up, Brian Lobrega? Aloha, back to you, baby. Oh, excuse me. Just reading. Back with love and respects from a main man. Oh, ganja, I love you. Oh, I'm gonna be blessed. Sorry, everybody. Just trying to read. Great thing, wear the bandana, because I broke glasses more, but if I wear the bandana, it holds them on my head. That or elastic bands works really well. Could I try an SP250 Mars Hydra at some point? Well, Mob Jonesy, I will, I'm not, they didn't want me to say that. I didn't pay for that shit. I'm sorry, Mars Hydro, but, I'm making you look good as shit on the internet, so I'm going to be honest. They sent me that shit. I didn't sign no fucking documents. They contacted me. I was like, look, I've had other companies fuck around with me and shit. And I'm like, look, if you are confident enough in your product to send it into the lion's den that is my stupidity, I will make you a commitment. I will fucking put a weed plant in it. And I will grow it to the finish. And I'll share that with the internet. I will do that. But you gotta send me that shit. That's the story. And they did. Um, and their little noob kit, I looked on the link, they sent me the link to what it was. In terms of a new grower, someone who's wanting to start at a really solid place, um, of just having enough little toys to play around with and starting to play and learn, it's a great little fucking starter fucking thing. It is good on that. And I want you to know they haven't paid me any fucking money. All they did was send me something that's not really applicable to what I do, but I told them I'd make a video on it. And I'm going to use that though. My friend Sean, one of my best friends, he's an incomplete quad and wheelchair. So he can still drink stuff with his hands, and he's getting really good. He's been working over the last couple of years, I guess. He's gotten a lot of hand function ish to back. Like, I mean, he can even mix Manhattans. When I met Sean, he couldn't do that. He's and I'm really proud of him. But so he's always wanted to try growing weed, be in this chair, but he only has very very limited function. So I'm gonna try to use that little setup to like do an accessible growing setup for Sean. And I'm not really 100% sure exactly how we're going to set that up, but we're going to release some videos on that to help my friend, or see if we can. And so he could feel empowered and grow some fucking weed and shit. Because that sounds awesome. So why not? It's good for Sean. Makes him feel happy and he can grow shit. Jabba Joe in the fucking house. Love you, buddy. Welcome to see you. Or happy to see you. Welcome to you. You know what I mean. It's good to see you, Jabba Joe. Sammy. One second, everyone. I'm playing catch up. Wow. There's lots of messages. Well, Hippie Hayes, yeah. I mean, one of the things I'm trying to pull off is like I'm saving a friend's farm. He owns a production company out here, but like we're trying to save a farm, so we're like he and I can own it together, and then because I've come to realize that like I may not ever be able to in my own country easily start a hemp farm. I haven't been able to start any farms and do anything because of how my government has done it. It's kind of a kick in the dick. Because I have a dick, but if I didn't, we'd be kicking whatever junk I have. Everyone could not get upset. We're all inclusive here. But we're a little crass. I'm PC. I'm a proper fucking cunt. Welcome to Pot Squatch. Moving on. But it's actually possibly cheaper for me to actually have a farm with a partner in California. Produce everything down there and then just import it for the legalization coming in December on said products. That's one of the journeys I'm on right now. Trying to find a way to save the farm. But that's a whole different story, my friends. I was just more sharing that story to say, like, I've thought about things. I tell you, I've thought about many things. Problem with my brain is I think too much. Sometimes hard to sleep. That's why beer and weed help. Sometimes they make me think more. It's called life. Hey, Troy Shepard, what's crack-a-lagging? Thank you for including us in your morning wake up. Thank you for tuning in. It's a random live stream we decided to do, you know what I'm saying? Hippie Hayes, yeah, do not feel bad in any way. Everything is fine. No. I, my friend, am a Canadian. I live in British Columbia, Canada. I have an apartment in Vancouver. I sublet that to a close friend of mine and one of the 10% holders of our new incorporated entity to try to bring you the Pot Squatch Growers Army merch and technology. But I also live just outside of Vancouver, out in the woods, in the mountains, in the valley, where pot squatches, well, this pot squatch, but Sasquatches in general come from. This is a very long-winded way of saying, no, I'm not American, I'm Canadian, my friend, but very close to your California, I guess. Closer than a lot of other parts of America, or Canada for that matter. That's a big country in terms of land mass. Almost 3 times the size of America. It's intense. When I talk to some of my fellow European family, the Pasquatches, they're like, yo, man, could you, like, just drive to Toronto? I'm like, yeah, I could. Take me about a week. What? If I barely slept. Or 6 days if I didn't sleep and drove my Cadillac. I have to stop for fuel. But these big hair mines, right? It's like so funny. They're like, oh shit, I didn't think about that. Dude, that's insane. I was like, I know, right? It's huge. Like, there's just so much of it there. It's intense. What's up, Jersey Lop? How you doing, baby? Hippie Hayes, yeah. Send me an email and we can talk further. Hippie Hayes, yeah, send an email to potsquatch420 at gmail.com. That is POTSQUATCH420 at gmail.com. It's a very good time, my friends. Everyone's allowed to email the Potsquatch. It's okay. Battery dying. It's okay. We got 6%. I can have smoke, then plug in. We'll be all right. Well, we're already over 2 hours. Oh. Well, I should probably go soon. I'm having fun, though. The other day, we did one for over 3 hours. Longest Potsquatch live stream ever. It was funny. Because that night I was so tired. I was like, turning to my wife when we're driving home. I was like, how the hell can I do my live stream show? I'm so tired. She's like, you always find a way. And then I ended up doing the longest one I ever did. It was funny. Oh, hell yeah, Stuart Harbour. It's all about watching and learning. Don't be afraid to try mystery seeds. It's part of the fun mystery. Sometimes it's like a scratch ticket, but it's more likely than a scratch ticket to give you good shit. Hippie Hayes, yeah. Don't worry about that. And my friend, I'm a fairly business savvy motherfucker myself. So if people are mean and ill, well, I'm gonna know that pretty quick. But I never had a doubt that you seem very much like a pot squatch. Welcome to a community of like-minded assholes. And we'll chat. We'll talk. It'll be fun. Why not? Rock and roll, man. And, yeah, you could use my name and shit, but let's have a freestyle. Maybe I'll give you a fucking quick drop on one of your things, man. Have a good time with it. Just like there. Keep it fun, right? Rock and roll. Hashtag, but fuck, I do enjoy our live streams, and that's why I did this one tonight. It was like, I hadn't really released a lot recently, and I had a hard day, and I was, you know what? Decent night end of the work, though. Everyone's having fun. Hell, Dave Lund, my brother, has a drink of the year. Older dude, even had a couple of drinks, and it was just everyone enjoying each other's company. It was such a beautiful moment. I was driving home with a Cadillac with my wife, and I was like, yeah. How you feeling, baby? She's like, I'm kind of tired. I might hang out for a bit and go to bed. I was like, cool. What do you think if I did a live stream? She's like, oh, baby, go for it. I was like, all right. Sorry, everybody. I gotta read more things. Oh, hell yeah, Ted. Sounds good. I'll try to make sure I get in there. The problem with shooting those ones is hard sometimes because it's just me with my phone most of the time, right? Hard to make it happen, but we'll get there. Uh, Ganjanana initially, yes. A big function of what, for example, has been seen on the channel is what I've had access to. And I've been slowly like chipping away, saving up, and upgrading where I could do certain things. And then also, too, a lot of time has been function of time. You know, first paying the rent Vancouver and paying a mortgage and shit, you know what I'm saying? But doing the best we can, keeping the Texas. I could Zeb Zeppelin, but my doll that already exists is in my bedroom. I won't lie to you. If you guys and girls and these knaves and everybody want to know my pots watches. So, Lone Stoner's wife, Tina, she sent an amazing gift for my wife, which is the Beetlejuice. So, Jenna really likes her Beetlejuice. Mrs. Potsquatch loves the Beetlejuice. So there's been some mornings where she goes to work. And I come back into the room, it's all dark in there, and then she's just left it sitting on the bed staring at me like this. And I forget about it. And all for a second I'm like, what the fuck? So I won't lie to you. It doesn't creep me out in a bad way. But the Potsquatch doll that I have, it's in the same room. It's the same size as the fucking Beetlejuice doll. And yeah, no, he lives above my bed. it's I think honestly true. It's not a bad doll, the Beetlejuice doll, but I keep the Potsquatch doll close to it. It's got my back, yo. Irish Rock, I'm going to correct your language. There's no such thing as speeding up bud production. Cancel that thought in your mind now. There's making beautiful weed. If you would like to ask about what can increase your yield of maximizing final weight from your time window, well then yes, there's a lot of things you can do. But don't think of it about speeding up the weed today. That's sacrilegious to my mind. No. Let the goddamn plant take the time it needs to make a nice weed titty. Just help the bitch along. You know what I'm saying? CO2 Ted Farmer does up your shit. Large scale stuff, we use CO2 tanks, typically just inject it in that way. Large amounts of CO2 are very dangerous. Be careful. Doing a small basic breather system like the one I built on the channel or something like that earlier on. Maybe I'll do a reformed version because that one was a little silly in my personal opinion on its design. It worked, but it was stupid. But yeah, those are fine, and those will up your shit, you know. But at the same time, CO2, be aware that it's treat it with respect. I mean, a little breather system is used. It's not going to do anything to kill you or your pets. But the big boys, when we wired it that way, I mean, it's not big tanks of it, and you have to have sensors, and it's a very dangerous thing, you know. So you have to remember that. Hashtag boom. Hippie Hayes, yeah, you're obviously very new. Dude, or girl, or Z or they, I'm one of the most understanding, chilling motherfuckers in the world, man. If you piss me off, you'll know pretty fucking quick. But I'm not pissed off. You're cool. I'm happy to repeat it because I'm a stoner too. It's all right. So my email. So, to reiterate, and just to be a dick, because well, you know, our little friend there. Where'd you go? What's your name? Hippie Hayes. Bad. There you are. You try to presume to think that I'm a man that'd be upset by that. Computer says no. POTSQUATCH 420 at gmail.com. That is POTSQUATCH 420 at gmail.com. Peace and love, Stuart Harbert. Rock and roll, baby. Much love to the land down under from the land of the north. Hashtag boom. Woo. So, I was waiting to see if anyone said anything. Would you want to talk about? I'll talk about anything. I'm pretty chill, everyone. So, let's play someone pick something. Hey, Hayes, yeah, it's all good, baby. You rock and roll, you chill out, you take your time. I'll talk to you when I talk to you. But thank you for joining. Welcome to the Pot Squatch Growers Army, my friend. Honey Sugar Franny, how bad is it? How bad did you snap it? Tell me, girl, or guy over there. I don't know what you fucking identify as. I'm gonna call you a fucking Posquatch. Posquatch, tell me, how bad is it? In half, completely, like dead, like it's removed, or you just went, but it's still connected. Tell me, don't make me wait. Oh, tell me, tell me. Oh, honey sugar franny, that's beautiful. All right, so what you're gonna do is you're gonna leave that, but maybe instead what you're gonna do is you can do put a stake up next to it, lean that against it, then go around it, you can wrap it with rolling papers, nice clean water. It can be like a band-aid to it. All right, you're gonna do that. Do it like 4, 5, 6 layers thick, right? And then you're strap it to, and then you're going to mist it down with the water bottle. You're going to keep doing that for the first 4 or 5 days. That will allow it to act like a band-aid to the plant. And then you're gonna have this huge knob, awesome, super strong part, you know? It's like breaking a bone, right? So that's what you got to do. Oh, girls grow too. Don't do that. There's shit in the glues, girl. And like, nah, man, don't do that. Don't do that. Go all natural. You gotta remember, anything you put in contact to a marijuana plant, its tissues are like, they absorb things very easily, especially at a broken plant. So we cannot do that. We don't use tape. We don't use tape. I'm all for new ideas, but the certain things, my pot squatches, we don't do. We don't use tape and shit. Nah, that's bad. Don't do it. There's other ways. It might be more work, but it's just the way to do it. Don't introduce negative chemicals to these little young weed titties. Oh, don't do it. Just don't do it. Well, exactly. Honey, sugar, Franny. Take care of her, and she will come back out quite possibly as a vengeant bitch. An archangel of yes, weed titties. What was your first time you couldn't save plant? Mine was green crack, killed her with chlorine water. Never thought you had to let the water sit in a bucket for 24 hours outside. Oh, you've actually maybe accidentally, as a guy who's. I pride myself in not being a dickhead and being. Oh my god, you inadvertently found the question where I have to be it. It's gonna make me sound like a cocky cockfuck. Good job though. New pot squatch. Challenging pot squatch. I like it. Inadvertently. No, don't apologize. I love it. It's hilarious to me. I've never not been able to save a plant. I brought fucking death and desiccated bullshit back to life. Ask my wife. She's watched me do it multiple times. And yeah, I sound like a cocky fucking prick. But I can say with all honesty, I've never met a plant I couldn't make live and thrive. Honey sugar franny, at first, you're just gonna give it normal water. Don't stress it out with intake shit. Give it a couple days to adjust. Give it its proper bindings, and then give it a few days to adjust, and then we can go back to normal feeding maybe a bit. Honey sugar franny, could you please convert that to Celsius for me, please? And thank you. What's up, Sean Infield? How you doing, baby? Good to see you. It's not too hot. It's not too hot. But when you go any hotter than that, you're starting to begin to move into a different realm with the temperatures. If you're rocking 25 under the light, try to make sure they're having a good differentiation at night to bounce back for their resin and their, all that glands and making it thick there, if you know what I'm saying. And so, yes. Does that make sense? Do you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying, man? Can I ask a question? Oh my gosh, don't even say that. Oh my god, don't. Oh, shite. Don't say that. I have the utmost respect for Gandhi. Holy shit, Gandhi was a great human fucking being. Please do not, please, just call me a drunk asshole, because, like, literally, no, don't say that. Don't, please, don't. No, 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 no. Peace says no. Um, I'm a fucking potsquatch. And the funny thing is when you made that statement, I read it and I was like, oh my god, no. I mean, it's the sweet. It's so sweet, and it's so. It touches my heart. Like I'm not telling you no, like I'm mad at you, at all. That is very nice. But holy fuck no. I'm just a loving, crazy asshole who lives in the woods. I drink my simple beer and I grow my weed titties for my little community. But the one thing I will say, fuck, I gotta read things again. 1 second. Oh, right. Ah, crap. What was I gonna say? This is Sparket. Ah! It did! So, I was gonna ask my personal question, because everyone normally gets to ask questions. I'm gonna ask a question. I want everybody to answer who's is able to type. Um, do you motherfuckers like these weird live streams? Because I know it starts out I'm kind of soberish and I keep drinking and smoking and just, communicating with, the Potsquatch Bros Army and hanging out with everybody and just fucking doing it. Do people like it? Is it a good thing? Is it enjoyable? I mean, I really enjoy it. That's why, like, tonight, after a hard day, I was like, you know what? I kind of think I'm going to come talk to everybody tonight and be like, what's up? Excuse me. What's that? Alex Rio says, love him. Shag, K, Triple G, y'all cheers. Seb says, yes. This is my first time on your live stream. Oh, shit. Honey Sugar Franny. Or how are you enjoying the experience? Are you alright, my friend? Hippie Haze, yeah. Oh, well, that's a very sweet thing to say. Well, thank you very much. Hippie, Haze, yeah. That's very nice. Thank you. That's very sweet. And thank you, Mike Hill. Thank you very much, Alison Williams. I hope your boyfriend didn't get mad about me making the titty jokes. Tell him today. Don't hate me and my wife because we like titties. And we're both professional stand-up comedians. So eventually, I'm going to be unprofessional for a second. I have to make a titty joke. So tell him we're sorry, though. But not really. But we mean that with love. Boyfriend of Alison Williams. Thank you, Pride Nobrega. Mahalo back. Yo, if I ever come to Hawaii, can we eat some fucking awesome food? Like, I remember when I was a kid, the one time I went to Hawaii, I was on a school fucking, I went for shot put and shit. And then at my events, or discus or hammer throw in the high school division, so I had to, at the age of 14 or 15, compete against university students. I did alright, actually. But I went to this fucking pig roast in Hawaii. It's like the one time I was there. It was awesome. Got strip searched in the fucking airport in front of my classmates. Shit happened. It's funny. 1 second. I just gotta read things. Whoa. Oh my goodness. Okay. Sorry, everybody. I asked for everyone's answers, and thank you for sharing them. I gotta read them. Thank you, Greenleaf Grow. Patrick Hockey, yes. Thank you, Patrick Hockey. Gotcha, another live stream, W2G. I don't know what that means, Kanchanana. What's W2G mean? Let's put it this way. We're the only live. Oh fuck! I should plug my phone in. It's done. 1 second, everybody. There we go. There's no reason for me to have unplugged it, but yet I did. Let's put it this way. You're the only live stream I watch, bro. Well, fuck. Damn. Sean info underneath that, because, like, I don't really get a lot of the internet stuff either. Freaks me out that, like, not in a bad way, just. I never thought any of this would become any of that. I'm not against it. Just surprised. Loving it. And no, this is not a McDonald's commercial. Sorry. Sometimes when I'm drunk and stoned, I really enjoy my own jokes. And you just gotta let me have the moment. That statement in and of itself was one. That's a vicious cycle, don't say it. Ooh. Okay, 1 second. I'm reading again. No, let me drink first. Drinking and reading all the time. I feel like I'm back at school. Ah, well, Ted Farmer. The answer to that is I was a faceless video for a long time. I was. And I won't lie to you. It does freak me out occasionally sometimes. I'm like, well, like I'm very much just out there now. And as an actor, especially, I self-represent my other art forms, but for my acting and shit, and I'm a new agent now. And, been a great experience. She's very professional. So for now, we're keeping the pot squatch and my acting career separate. Because once I actually have a career to shake a stick at, it won't matter. It'll be like I am Iron Man, but, ladies and gentlemen, I am pot squatch. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, when the legalization that is actually Prohibition 2.0 led at the butt fucking of the Canadian government, the Canadian people, and raping an industry of true prowess in Canada, making criminals out of good people. I decided to release the face and be like, hello. Because guess what? Fuck it. I don't care. Let the world know I'm me. I don't give a shit anymore. I'm not a dickhead. I got opinions, yeah. And I'm working hard to do what I believe in. But I'm not afraid of the world knowing who I am. Sometimes I get anxiety. I won't lie to you. Wake up and I'm like, well, I just did a live stream last night and well, I may have said some shit. I feel a little weird about that because, I've literally built this YouTube sharing my most intimate moments. Like right now, I'm standing in my kitchen. My wife's in bed. She has been for hours. And I'm just pounding PBRs and getting drunk and high. And talking to all of you. And that sometimes is scary because you wake up in the morning, you're like, shit. How candid was I? Well, I'm normally pretty candid. And the fact is like, that's who I am, though. Like if you meet me in the pub, if I don't think you're a cunt, fuck, I'll be real nice and talk to you, right? I don't mind sharing, getting to know you. And I think the world's full of bullshit where people don't get along. And if I've created a domain, a place for people to be, and somehow I'm the weird, stupid asshole who gets to get pissed off if shit goes awry, well, then let's just do it. Keep it amazing, keep it loving, you know? And if anyone's a shit fuck, I'll deal with them. And, you know, it's beautiful. I love the community we've built, my friends. It's so beautiful. Oh, my God. He's like amazing. I love how, like, for example, I can go off on drunk tangents and all of you are still talking and communicating with each other and having a wonderful chat. And also, too, there may be no technical moderators, but the true pot squatches watch this shit. You know certain things that I don't like. So if anything's fucked up, keep messaging until I notice, like a drunk dumbass. I don't think that happens though. We really have a really beautiful, safe community here. I like it. It's fucking weird how it happened, and it's just here now, but I love it. Except who here was anyone here the day of the Nazis on 420? I prefer bearded squash. Conjanana, you don't like my beard. Allison likes my beard. Conjanana, I beam always. Just in these live streams most of the time, I'm staring at the fucking words and trying to read what people are saying. Oi, oi! You motherfuckers should see my dad. He's an old stroked out priest. And it's like if most of the world met him of the church. In England, you call it the Church of England. They'd call him heretic. Yet his church changed the name, the Church of St. Mary Magdalene. And he's very old school, in some ways traditional, in a lot of ways badass. I'm not a Christian person. I would consider myself a shamanistic, spiritual, weed loving, weed titty man. But I grew up in that world. I understand that I know their things. I show up every Easter and read their creation story for them. And they very much enjoy it. But he's got this giant ass beard, man, you know. And after his 3 strokes that should have killed him or made him a vegetable, he kept walking. He taught himself to walk in 6 days. This is his dad of Potsquatch. And they were like, holy shit, where the fuck is John? Well, John got his ass up and limped down the street to the Japanese restaurant to have a Sapporo. John, do you like Sapporo? It's all right. Why did you come here for Sapporo? Well, it's the only beer they have I can drink. My dad really wanted a beer 6 days after he finally flew back after severe stroking out in Ontario before he let him fly back and taught himself to fully walk in 6 days. Because Dad of Potsquatch wanted to go grab a beer. Everyone's freaking out at the fucking rehabilitation center. Where the fuck is he? And he comes right back and they're like, where were you? I went for a fucking beer. And then 2 more. I'm going to my room. They limped his stroked out ass back up to his room. 6 days after losing the ability to walk. Well, no, because he was there for 3 weeks. That's a lie. So 3 weeks then, and that was 6 days in from when he was back in the West Coast. They couldn't walk for them. Limped his ass down. Fucking went for a beer. He's back in his territory, you know what I'm saying? That's Dad a fucking Potsquatch. John fucking Marsh, man. That's my dad. I love my dad and I respect him very much. We've gotten into it. He's an asshole, I'm an asshole. We fought so much over the years. We're very similar. But, you know. Oh, hell yeah. He's a tough old asshole. And I have a lot of respect for him. Well, for those of you who may be, quote unquote, Greco Christian religious, one of my father's favorite sermons was where he was speaking of the Holy Trinity as the Three Stooges and the ability to supposedly see the act of God's work in day-to-day life would be where you're walking down the street. There's a guy smoking in front of you. All of a sudden, you catch a breath of the wind and realize, wait, I think he's smoking weed. You see an aesthetic that looks like the normal action of day to day, and then all of a sudden you realize, wait, maybe it's a little different. The beautiful and funny part of this actual story of his sermon, my friends, was, in fact, that my dad has no issue with pot. He owns part of, the Pot Squats Growers thing, the lights and the grows and all of this, and like we're working together to try to make things happen. But he hates the smell of wheat so much. It's like when I have a new harvest come down, my dad's come for dinner. I'm like, hey man, what's up? Like, what's up? Giant ass old beard, stroked out now. And I'm like, yo, smell this shit. And he's like, ah, shit. Fuck. Because he doesn't like the smell of it. So to me, the really funny part was that he used that as part of his sermon. But he hates the smell of weed. But then there's another part, that poem he wrote years ago. And he was like, I'm a clergyman who dislikes most clergy. And that's the dad of Pasquale. Mom's side is Newfoundland. And my mother is also a priest. M. Tremblay 1977. Send me email, my friend. POTSQUETCH420 at gmail.com. We will speak. Fuck. Okay, everyone. I'm gonna have one more beer and then I go to bed. How the fuck? I'm getting good at these live stream shows. Okay, here's the new question. Am I still being entertaining, or are you just like, I'm watching some dumb fucking idiot? No. Or a bit of both, and that's allowed too. I'll take that as a positive answer. Oh, fuck yeah. Kanchanana, your mama. My mom is one of the strongest, smartest women I've ever met. My mom had a PhD at such an early age while fucking having me as a toddler. My mom, well, we've had our disagreements over the years, but I love my mom a lot. My mom is one of the strongest women, one of the smartest women I've ever met. And one of the most valuable things for me growing up was I think that she understood that I'm also quite smart, maybe more than a lot of people did, and she acknowledged it back. And that was, I think, one of the most beautiful things for my mom. Because, like, let's face it, maybe one day she'll watch this shit. And I think that's one of the nicest things I can say to my mom. And I really mean that. And I'm just drunk, stoned enough with my community of people to say it. And really think it. And just be in this awesome place where I could say that. And that's really, my mom showed me respect my intelligence back and let me be smart or stupid and try to be a me. And that was pretty cool. It meant a lot to me. And she makes really good pies. I make a really good pie too. But like, I don't know. My pies have more fat and salt in them, but there's something comforting about just eating your mom's baked goods. She makes nice things. She made chocolate logs, just chocolate wafers and whipped cream, but one of those childhood things. One year as a kid, I got her to make me a whole one, and I ate it, and I puked so violently that it hit the toilet and then catapulted onto the ceiling. Pot squatch growing up likes his munchies. Okay, I have to actually like go back here and read some of this shit. Well, I feel you girls grow too. Uh, what do you do for work, yo? Also, too, anyone tuning in, I won't lie to you. In my professional performance art motherfucker mind, I'm getting to a tired point and a slightly intoxicated point that I'm going to be tuning this in slowly but surely. Cracked a beer. But we will be saying goodbye very soon. I apologize. But it's that time on that bad channel. Or should I say that pot squatch time on that pot squatch channel? Hashtag boom rock and roll. Oh, cute little puppies. Oh, it's alright. After just get some sleep in, wake up, work on plans, go to the bar tomorrow, do that. Cassidy Holland, in terms or outdoor though, or is what we're talking about? Girls grow too. Can you send me some pictures? Because that sounds super dope as fuck, and I'd love to, understand more about what you're talking about. That sounds super cool. Cassie, send me an email, dude. That sounds dope. No, indoor. Well, you're gonna have to rock some heavy dehumidifiers. I'm thinking being in Hawaii with the greater relative humidity, maybe the natural exterior environment. But start with the one and see what you can do and see what you have to bring it up to make it work. 65, I don't like. It's very high. It's danger zone. It's danger zone for shit. Cassidy Holland, that could be a lot of things. Oh. I'm very tired. Oh shit. Peaches, D's. I was just about to like tap out, but I'm not going to. I'll keep going for a couple more minutes in honor of your first time catching. Um, so everyone, I'm sorry, I'm not trying to be a dick, but Peaches D's, talk to me. This is your first time coming. Welcome to Pot Squatch Growers. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the live stream. Thing you seen of me being drunk and doing stupid shit the whole time. Well, guess what? You in it now, baby. And you're real. So how's it going? How you doing? Where you from, my friend? Peaches D's. Peaches D's. What does forever mean? I'm just curious. Fuck yeah. All right. And so you're from South Carolina, but how long you been watching? If you don't mind me asking. Just watching my battery power. Yes, those are the birds in the Canadian forest waking up. This is, I live on the west coast of Canada, British Columbia. I live in the woods. Well, Peaches D's, it's all right. I have not watched all my videos as well. So, Peaches D's, do you have a question? Do you have a question? Ask a question to Posquash. I'm keeping it awake. I'm going to keep it powered for a couple more minutes for you. Just for you. Got you, my friend. Hit Posquash with a question, and I'll do my best to answer. Oh, hell yeah, true green cannabis. It's not breakfast, though. This is called, like, my 4:10 a.m. dinner. I really did go to bed, I think. I gotta work tomorrow. But not until 4. So I've got 11 hours and 50 minutes. To be fair. Plant work is minimal tomorrow, so. Yeah, I'm alright. I should go soon, but we're keeping it up for peaches and cream. I'm gonna call you that. Uh, Peaches D's. Peaches D's. Can I call you Peaches and Cream? And I don't mean it in a bad way. It's just my nickname for you. It's the corn they grew up where I was kid. 7 a.m. here, spaghetti for breakfast. Nothing wrong with that. I got some amazing scratch sauce I made the other night. It was funny. I was sleeping on the couch, and when the boys, my wife's working the pub, working my old chest, and Wayne was like, "Where's John?" She's like, "He's probably at home drinking or napping on the couch." And he showed up, and I was like, kind of like half asleep on the couch. I was like, "Oh, hi, Wayne." So I made this scratch marinara sauce. It's amazing. No, they turned out so nice. It's fully vegetarian too. My wife, I feel bad for her because I'm so good at making meat things. So I make a lot of meat things. She's like, I gotta eat it. She's not vegetarian for like ethical things. We eat fair trade animals, in our opinion. Um, we're not afraid of meat, but for her, it's a dietary thing. But yeah, but I made this one. See, for me though, if I'm not allowed to incorporate animal fat, often I feel a little amiss in terms of my flavor profiles. But I made this sauce and I only used vegetables. Like, actually, that's pretty awesome. I'm pretty proud of. This is just drunk spaghetti talk now. Lucky I got a gun show and a birthday party at 9 a.m. Well, hey, send me some nice gun pictures. But is it enjoyable though, Troy Shepard? Is it all right? Do you think I'm being a dick fuck, or is it all right just to, just because this is the anxiety that I always deal with. I'm like, you know what? I like what I've created. I like who I am, and I like what Pot Squatch is. But sometimes you get nervous. And do the people really want? Beaches D's. I want some bear pepperoni. If anyone makes bear pepperoni out there, it's like one of my favorite things in the world. Bear pepperoni. Proper game style though, on a shed. It's a coveted thing out here, so I've only, you know, tasted a few times. Yeah, there's a lot of bear hunting out here. I go for a walk for a few fucking minutes from my house to see bears. I have to pay attention then. Hippie haze, yeah. The gun laws are to an American maybe seeming not lenient. I'd say they're smart. But we have per capita more guns than America does in any way. We love guns. There's not very many of us. There's more people in California. But per capita, we got more guns than you do. And we're respectful of guns, though. We're super respectful of that shit. There's a few dickheads. Well, they normally, through national means, get sorted out. In terms of the societal of Canadian relation of dickhead. You know, hardly technical term on this YouTube channel in terms of when I'm a little drunk and stoned, maybe talking about sociological understandings and dances and feelings of what people may be. But dickhead's a pretty important term. The dickhead. Wait a minute. True green cannabis. What do you mean, Seth Rogen? He went to Point Grey, I went to Bing. We graduated in different grad classes. I'm a little younger than he is. I like Seth Rogen, but I'm not Seth Rogen, please. And thank you. A little off topic, but have you tried a strain called Lifter? That's good. I believe guns should be legal, most importantly to growers because of the high risk factors. Well, it behaves, yeah. The fact of the matter is guns don't make security. Okay, guns are a tool that have a very limited scope. If you want to be a grower, you want to take your shit seriously, send me an email. I used to run university departments in security. The true defense is a security system built like the nines and tits and ass too. Triple encryption on your base skin feeds. And then redundancy backups on all security cams to other localized sites that are misdirected like Buddy. Guns are the simplest variable on security. I'm just saying. I mean that with all love in my heart. I love guns. But let's not be stupid and be dumbasses like, oh, guns this, that, guns this, that. Fuck off with guns this, that. Use your fucking brain. Guns are fucking awesome. They have their, premise. And sometimes it's fun to shoot shit up or go hunting to feed your family. But true security doesn't come from guns. Guns are just backup when all the shit you figured out didn't work. And they should be treated as such. What's up, Dr. Feel Good for 24/7? Oh, back at you, Lee Clark. Oh, me too, Ganchanana. I love shooting it up. But it's funny though, because it's like, okay, every gun range I go to out here, I walk in, these guys are like, oh, this man was with the military. He's blah, blah, blah. I'm really not. I've always had a natural gift. And it's fun. It's just math. Sensing your environment and using a tool, and it's math. So, but I love the zombie shot targets. It's the only ones I ever buy. Don't need anything else. Because they're quite, animated. You play your own game of pinpoints of hitting things within a few inches of each other because it's quite graphic. So it's like, why would I need to buy any other target? Plus, I love zombies. I find them fun. Dr. Feelgood, 4.24/7. When you say the ghetto, what does that mean? Where you at? Which ghetto of the world you in, my friend? My family. Well, thank you, Peaches Teas and Hip Harry's. Hell yeah. One stop shop, I don't know about that, but I'm at least a shop you could stop at that you can get an opinion at least from a pot squatch on something. And if I don't know what I'm talking about, I usually actually will admit that. Pride myself in not being a dumbass, but being a dumbass, so hence the word. Oh shit. 420 just happened. It's 421. We're on the verge of rivaling the longest live stream I've ever done again. Well, write it out. Is it still an enjoyable show? Because I won't lie to you. I'm fairly drunk and stoned right now. I don't mind it. I'm feeling good. Tired. But we'll just go till we break 3 hours. That's in 3, 2, 1. Broken. There we go. Oh. Down in Arizona, start to feel good. Frosty Dog says it's true, but with much love. Oh fuck, Troy Shabard. I'm sorry, I didn't realize it was you. I'm sorry. Dude, everyone, Troy Shepard, I met up with him and his wife. Wonderful fucking human beings. We went to the Sasquatch pub. Seemed fitting. And hung out. And everyone, I want you to send out all the Posquatches that are still watching. Send a positive, or ones that watch this after that. Send out. She's for almost 10 years now been battling a rare type of brain cancer, attacking certain tissues in her pituitary. And well, you know what? I got some oil. I'm gonna gift it to him. Try to help, because I think it really could do. But the other day, we all met up and went to Sasquatch Pub, and we're sitting there hanging out, a drink. And I found out it was her fucking birthday. They didn't tell me. So I got her a shot. We had a shot, and they're really wonderful people, and they're good fucking people. So everybody, Troy, I didn't realize it was you, but fuck yeah, hashtag boom, and everyone send out a positive vibe to his wife, our fellow Potswood, to fight her brain cancers, and know that I'm developing a candy. I'm just gonna give it to her. Because if I can help her brain cancer fuck off, this cancer survivor, can't end then. So fuck it. Right? Hashtag boom. Right? Hashtag boom. 1 second. I think we may have broke the record just now. Oh no, we're still at 302. We're rivaling the longest live stream ever done on this channel. Again, so quickly. Oh shit. There's a lot of messages. Sorry, everybody. Frosty Nugs think no, we weeks off dead. She's running alongside her sisters as part of the fun experiment. Well, Frosty Nugs, in terms of compost tea, it's all dependent in terms of the actual tea and methodology that has been put into it. You're going to run into, in any community, a lot of people are like, oh, this is a tea, this is that. So never just take their shit as what they say when it comes to tea. Or if you're making your own tea, do research, do it right, But a tea is not meant to go straight on for my personal things. If I crank it up to where I'm going to use my teas almost straight on, I will have worked it up that way because a pot plant could take a lot of feed, a lot of nutrients, if you build it up to it. But at the same time, force feeding a chicken to make it big don't make it the best. So it's always a dance of balance in terms of variable of what you think on that, I would say. Holy shit. What? Hippie Haze, I'm going to tell you to try anything you're intrigued by that makes your brain excited. If your brain gets excited by it, do it. Play with it. Learn it. Spend some time. As long as you're not a dumbass, you probably live for a while so you can play with some new brain methodologies. That's what learning is. So I would encourage always playing around. Mm. Frosted Dunks, my main suggestion would be then, it sounds like you've made a very nice tea. So, but complex tea. You've put a lot of shit into it, not a bad thing. So, in terms of your basic rule that's into it, I would say start introducing it in small amounts, then hit it with a decent dose on that shit. Build it up. I don't know where you are in your cycles, but in generality, use it as basic mild proponent because it's a very complex thing for early stages. And then for later life, you can start to nuke the bitch, but play with your strains so you can know how it's really gonna do and make your read taste happy, if that makes sense. Know what I'm saying? I think I've broken the record. Okay, I may not have moderators in my live streams, but can someone break from the live stream for a moment and check the live stream from a few days ago? Because it was the record breaker. And then come back and tell us if we've broken the record, because we may have. What's up, Robert Steele? How you doing, man? Oh, Dr. Feel Good. Organic amendments. One, I don't like the term because it's being thrown around in the community a lot of the way that people speak about growing things and they're like, ew, I'm about organic amendments. Okay, well, technically, anything we do in terms of our grow, any terms, even just putting general water that might have a differentiated ppm of 1 degree, is an amendment. So it's just a pretentious way of speaking. But I feel you though. Like organic amendments, going organic farming, super soils, living cultures, no till. I don't know about that. Like for me, like I will only do a no till culture for maybe a year ish. And then I'm gonna till the fuck out of shit. Or kill it and move on. I don't know. That's just my growing style. But it's all about being open to the dance of mind, and having fun with it. And don't be afraid to play around with your grows. Don't be afraid to like take risks, make them educated risks though. Make smart, stupid decisions. If that makes sense. I like that. Maybe that's a t shirt for the store. Make smart, stupid decisions. Actually, not just growing. If for me, actually, my whole life, not just being Pot Squatch, being my name, I'm Joshua. My whole everything. Right now, if there was one life lesson, if I was to die this second, I'd say to help your life, make smart, stupid decisions. Seriously. Oh, Hippie Haze, I'm an incorporated entity with a lot of different things. I spend a lot of money on stupid shit, but I'm really good. I'm basically a lawyer, so don't worry. I got my shit covered. No money to make shit happen, but ways to make legal coverage. Okay. Okay, so, my friends, girls grow too. You just broke your record on. Okay, so 3 hours and 7 minutes of Father's Day. That was the record-breaking one, Dr. Philgood. So we're at 3 hours and 11 minutes and 18, 19 seconds, 20 seconds, 21 seconds. Anyway, my friends, I need to go to bed and somehow power down after this. But it's been amazing. My fellow Bot Squatchers, it is now 4:33 a.m. where I live. I'm gonna go cuddle my wife. Because the great thing is, she may be asleep now, she may wake up early, but we work tomorrow at the same time and we are a wonderful team. And this is the Pot Squatchers coming to you saying, motherfuckers, I love you. My Pot Squatch Army. Uncle Pot Squatch says, don't be afraid to be yourself. Don't be afraid to listen to the tiny voice that may tell you maybe in your life you have to love yourself a little more. Or maybe in your life you stand up for certain people a little bit more. Maybe the same thing at the same time. Maybe you have to start treating yourself a little better in terms of the way you think about yourself. Stop beating your ass up. No, Uncle Pot Squatch dances with all these calculating algorithms of trying to be a modern human in this weird society with social media. Look at us all right now. Live stream Canadian asshole in the BC, in the woods, and then we're talking about these things. What the fuck is that? And it's through satellites and shit, and like, what the fuck, right? But my friends, somehow that is still here. I won't tell you. If you wake up having a hard day, don't beat yourself up. Just know it's one day, one step on many. And stay vigilant to stay true to yourself. And what you need to do, that interior drum, that is your heart and your soul. Well, then you go fucking give them hell with that drum. my friend, my pot squatches. My pot squatches, my family, my pot squatch growers army. I hope you have a wonderful day. No matter where you are, whether you go to sleep now, which is what I'm currently doing, or you have a day of living and breathing and going and existing and being a fucking pot squatch. I love you. And we have now set a new Uber record of the longest live stream. I did not intend to do that tonight. I thought it was going to be like maybe like 40 minutes to an hour. And somehow we've done it together. We've worked together as a community, and I love you. So everybody, fuck slogans. Fuck stupid sayings. And this one, I'm going to say, I love you. I love you, my pot squatches. My family. Thank you for being dope ass motherfuckers. Have a good one. Rock and roll, rock a shaka.